Testing, testing, testing. Hey, Jocko Productions. Just testing here real quick as we get sorted in. Ooh, okay. Let's see if anyone else shows up in time. I wonder if anyone else will show up. Oh man. Oh man. Anyway, oh, Jack. Got it. Jacko, got it. Thank you, Jacko. The A is a short A. Ah, yeah. Do 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 do. Alright. While we wait for people to show up, I'll just check out the dent. Oh. That's over. Do. 1 second. Gotta. Oh. Lost focus. Gotta set up the Wi-Fi on this thing. I hope everyone else shows up. Anyway, Jacko, if you're here, how are you doing? Meanwhile, internet settings. Wait. Oh yeah, that's great to hear, man. Get wild area news. Oh, hey Animamus. Yo Animamus, I did see those previews in on Anime News Network. I haven't watched them properly. I guess we could watch them now. I mean, like, maybe it won't it might be a problem. But maybe it won't be a problem. Maybe if we make it like super small, they won't notice. Maybe if I take out the audio as well, it probably won't be noticed. I do want to see what they look like. It's too bad I can't hear the music. Okay, cool. Put this in. I'm gonna check stream chat right now. Animamus, how you doing, man? I hope you're having an alright day. My day's been pretty rough. It's just been really busy. I got a whole living room full of paperwork, and it's the closer I get to finishing, the worse it seems. Stream chat. Yo, just JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game for the PS5. I mean, like, I feel like that would be profitable, right? Like, that's the kind, like, I would expect them to do it, kind of thing. Because we got some of the fighting games earlier, right? I've never played those ones. I know that they exist, but I mean, that just seems like a natural thing to do. So I wonder if the live reads work. Okay, so live read's not working. Oh, oop. So I got that set up. Why is that there? That's Discord. So it must be this one. Okay. Now, because we are dealing in a new era of YouTube and copyright, I am just gonna change this a little bit. It's got to be a bit smaller. Jesus, it's so long. Hey, Skell. We're just gonna watch this thing. All right, cool. Gotta watch out for the audio here. But I want to hear it too. Oh, whatevs. Okay, so let's check it out. This is Alicization, War of Underworld. Because it is anime and because anime is horrible, We're going to put it up to 2 times the speed, and we're going to check it out. I'll pause here and there. Oh, it sucks without the little bit of the audio. Just a little bit. It's not like they'll hear it. Oh, dang it. It's hard. It's okay, because they're already going so fast, I think I'll just do a little bit of pausing. Okay, so I just want to see all the scenes. You know, it does not look that pretty, Animamus. Like, just this one shot of Asuna's armpit just does not look that pretty. Oh, yo, is that Tiandre that showed up here? Let me just check. Yeah, there it is. Tiandre, hey, man. Yo, Skelly, I'm just looking at it, man. So it's cool to see the other characters showing up. I mean, it's interesting, right, Animamus, that all these people were able to get into this game that has a unique infrastructure. Hey, Sarge. Yo, Sarge, did you see the spoilers? Oh, I saw the spoilers for Chainsaw Man. That's pretty intense. And then there's Bugman. Man, this is a pretty big one. So I guess that's like the big sacrificial moment. I did see that he lost an arm there. She's still like, she's such a plot device. Or like her whole sequence in that last episode with her was just ridiculous. Who is that with the code going off in their eye? Who is that? Oh, that's an orc. Oh yeah, so this is one of the orcs that was gonna have a big thing going on. Oh yeah, the body swap. Honestly, it just tells me that there's conflict between Shigaraki and All For One. Like, the idea of conflict between Shigaraki and All For One is still strong there. Like, honestly, who do you think is going to win out in a mental struggle between All For One and Shigaraki? Like, honestly, who do you think it is? Is it going to be the man-child who's been manipulated his whole life? Or is it going to be the guy that manipulated him? Like, Shigaraki needs to get his, like, he needs to legitimize himself as a villain. But at the end of the day, it's going to be just like Naruto, like 20 chapters before the end. It's going to just be changed, and all of a sudden, it's going to be Shigaraki being mind swapped. That's what I think. Because at the end of the day, Shigaraki's got issues, and he looks like he's going to be redeemed. I'm surprised we haven't seen any Kirito yet. Who is that? Oh, someone's gonna... So... Kirito... Yeah, okay. Alright, the gods. Oh, this is just the guy from Gun Gale. Well, it feels like a climax. That's his cousin. I mean, at this point, they're just breaking all the rules. Okay, this one, like, because of the, Of course, I expect Yu-Gi-Oh to be coming back here, man. I love that they're already putting, like, the power of friendship in here. Like, they're all glowing. Like, just giving it away from the very beginning. Asuna should just kiss him. Like, that's just how they should have gone. Well, I mean, I'm excited. I'm still excited. That was still pretty exciting, all things considered, man. That's still pretty exciting. Okay. Let's just very quickly switch back over to Pokemon here. That's still very exciting. Okay, so let me just read. I think Shiggy but All For One should win. But the cool thing in the eye happened with Blonde Boy from the beginning. Yeah, Jacko. It happened with Juju from the very beginning. And it's happened with a few of them. It's just like... I remember because one of the shots for the opening showed the orc had a shot in the opening. So it just kind of told you that orc... You could easily tell which characters were going to have big moments, even though they were just introduced very early on in the season. That's the only reason I brought that up. Oh, sure, Prower. I will check it out because last week I couldn't watch videos. So Sarge said, I feel Shigaraki would win, showing he has something bigger than All For One could ever be, and he doesn't want to be the next him anyways. I mean, yeah, Sarge, like you point out that he doesn't want to be the next All For One, and it's like, well, All For One wants him to be the next All For One. At the end of the day, it's still a battle of egos, right? If Shigaraki ends up being the true final villain, I think that'll be great. You know, that would be a very nice subvert my expectations, right? I'm not too invested in the idea of All For One being the one to be the final villain. I think it'd be fine. The only thing is just, I don't know, given like just Shonen Jump trends. Well, I'm thinking mostly of Naruto. Just looking at how Naruto did it. Let me think if I have any other examples. Honestly, when it comes to examples, there's more examples in Shonen Jump of characters being redeemed. And Shigaraki is the one that would be redeemed. Like, it's not going to be All For One being redeemed. And the big thing really with Shigaraki is that Shigaraki doesn't by himself very well work as a counter to the One For All vestiges. If All For One got beaten down by Shigaraki and disappears or is subordinated by Shigaraki, it does kind of throw off the balance when it comes to Izuku and One For All. But really, like, I say that, but you could modify it a little bit. Like, if All For One becomes subservient to Shigaraki, it'd be, again, a subversion, but at the end of the day, One For All is the one that's guiding Izuku into this destined battle with All For One. We ultimately need to be in a position where when Shigaraki's coming face to face with Izuku at the final moment, All For One and One For All get their closure as well. So that's the big issue. It's just like, what form is that final bit of closure? How is that going to come about? And you might ask, like, why are we talking about closure like that? Well, because closure like that happens in Shonen Jump. For Naruto, even in the example of Madara had his last bit of closure when his buddy Hashirama came to talk to him. So he had his last little bit of closure. Thingamabob, Kaguya didn't get closure because she was a last minute villain, so she didn't need closure. When it came to Toriko, you ultimately had a situation where the final villain was ultimately redeemed and also had a relationship to Toriko. So you have that kind of thing going on there. Any other examples of people getting closure? Because, like, with Toriko, Toriko pretty much told the final villain, hey, let's eat together. What other ones do we have? Siren had a similar redemption. It's just like it's because of Shonen Jump. If it wasn't because of Shonen Jump's tendencies, I'd be more willing to say otherwise. But I'm just going with I guess Shonen Jump's just biased, unless you're doing a subversion series like Chainsaw Man. Okay, Tiandra likes the sniper girl. My Little Pony all over the power of friendship. Did you hear about the new Fujimoto interview? He talks about his conversation with the editor and his sister's Twitter. No, I didn't hear about the new Fujimoto interview. Is that on Anime News Network? I could probably look it up. Here's my vision of Shigi. Shigi be quirkless in jail and feel remorseful at the end of the series. That would be nice. I see Shigi dying at the end of the series. I could see that too, Prower. Honestly, I could see that too. So his editor finds out about that and is about to sue the person for pretending to be Fujimoto. But then Fujimoto talks about how awkward it was to tell it's the editor that it's just him pretending to be his sister. I got an idea for finale. Shigi and Deku both use up their quirks and then have to settle things with a quirkless showdown of fisticuffs. I mean, let's do it. Let's go Naruto and Sasuke final battle, right? Like, that would be pretty good. It's hard to like quantify using up One For All though. I mean, if Izuku's about to die, I could see it. But I mean, like, just have to justify it. Maybe Eraserhead uses erasure on both of them accidentally, and that's how they get their fisticuffs. And then Sarge said, plus he questioned who Gran Torino was, talking about when he mentioned Shimura. I felt we might get the reveal of his grandmother's death to him by All For One and give him a reason to kill All For One. Yeah, but Sarge, like it really depends. It's because of Shigaraki's. If Shigaraki wasn't so compromised, maybe I'd be alright with that. But it's just like Shigaraki's a man that's ultimately had to make peace with killing his sister, right? All it takes is All For One just talking to him in a very special way, and Shigaraki might come down. Like, again, if Shigaraki wants to kill All For One, I'm all for it, because I'm pretty sure the moment that he kills All For One, he just steps into All For One's trap. That's kind of how I see that, because the reality is there's an All Might vestige that isn't fully formed. Chances are that's going to be fully formed when All Might dies, because that makes sense. And if we're doing if the vestiges are coming from the One For All family of quirks, that includes All For One, it only makes sense that if that's going to happen to All Might, it's going to happen to All For One if he gets killed by Shigaraki. And we can only really imagine what's going to happen if a fully bodied All For One shows up in Shigaraki's body. Like, Izuku can't well, I gotta be careful with that. The One For All vestiges are strong enough to cause Izuku to be able to break Izuku out of Shinzo's mental trap, right? And they're probably not trying to take over the guy's body. So when you have someone who is legitimately trying to take over the guy's body, you know, it might be a little bit more questionable. I do think though, I do hope that the Nana thing does turn into something better. I do hope if he finds out about Nana, it does motivate him to kill All For One. I think it'd be very cool if Shigaraki just kills All For One just as a, you know, just a natural cycle of villainy. Because, you know, villains betray each other all the time. I think that'd be really cool. Oh, hey, Josie. Are we sitting with All Might? Guys, but before you say, guys, say Yosha. Okay, I think you guys haven't said anything beyond that. Sarge, I do like your ideas, and really, I'm all for anything that's fun and anything that I don't expect. I'm all for it. Like, if everyone else turns out to be super right about a lot of different things, I think that'd be a victory for Hero Academia. Because, like, at the end of the day, you know, we're here reading manga week to week because we don't have lives. All I want from my manga is just a little bit of excitement, you know? I just want to be pleasantly surprised and then have like a nice 10 minutes of my life be good for once and then move on with my day. Trip suggesting Shigi pulling a classic Sith move. I mean, yeah, man, that'd be great. Higanto, Maki, and Doctor might betray Shigi to bring back All For One. I mean, I could see it too. I could see that happening with the Doctor too. I mean, like, you know, I feel like the author might have at one point thought, like, hey, what if Shigaraki just pulls off the ultimate betrayal and takes out All For One at the end? You know, that might have been a legitimate thought, and maybe he's come up with a better ending. The reality is that if he makes Shigaraki stand on his own all the way throughout to the end of Hero Academia, that's going to be really, really good. That would be a really great situation, because Shigaraki would stand as someone who was able to, like, get out of the shadow of the bigger evil. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the creation of actually seeing Shigaraki become his own big evil and not be a puppet controlled by the bigger evil behind the scene? That'd be amazing. That'd be a great thing. It's just like, I just think in terms of past instances, it's just not going to happen. I mean, Shonen Jump just too often likes making their villains get redeemed. It happens too often. It happened with Black Clover recently with that whole with the whole elf arc. It happened. Yeah, I already went through the other examples. Like they just like making it, I think part of it too is just because some villains get really popular, and you know, sometimes you don't want to you want to make the villain cool. Man, my favorite one of this of this whole redemption thing was definitely with Obito in Naruto, when that Naruto just calls him he's the real MVP, and it's like, oh my god, man, oh my god, you guys are the worst. Being a child soldier breaks your brain, man. Like, you're so starved for love and attention, you're trying to give love and attention to everyone else around you. Shit, sucks. Don't say that, Will Lopez says. Everyone has lives. Yeah, Will. The Momoshiki fight was really good. I do agree. My favorite villain redemptions from SJ are Dragon Ball. I mean, Vegeta is a great redemption story, right? Like, Vegeta's more of a main character than Goku is in some ways. Actually, in all the ways. He's just more reasonable. Oh yeah, good point, Prower. Good point. Piccolo also was really good. So that's such an old one. That's an oldie but a goodie. And you know, at the end of the day, what do you end up getting? Vegeta is a better father than Goku is. Piccolo is a better father than Goku is. It's funny that, you know, when Gohan needs help, who does he go to? Good guy Piccolo. Like, he understands that his father's just a force of nature that he just has to like work around. Although, you know, I sincerely hope that if there are superpowered people on the planet, like, we don't have people like Chi-Chi trying to like apply normalcy to them. Honestly, the perspective of normalcy in an extraordinary world, that's one thing that always gets me, guys. Like, you're superpowered and you're concerned about living a proper life. You're concerned about being a scholar. Like, well, mind you, I think it's cool that, you know, he could go and be a scholar if that's what he really wanted to do. But it's just, it's weird. I don't know if that mentality would actually be something so... I don't know if that would happen in the real world. And Anime Miss, if you're there, please also like let me know, because I'm going this off of the spoilers I had read for it that one time. But for like Digimon, the final evolution, I think whatever Kizuna was, there was a scene in it where Sora and Biyomon are just like looking at the world ending around them, and she's just like, okay guys, you do this, all right? You guys deal with the world. You guys fix this problem. And it's like, yo, Sora, like, the majority of the world's in trouble, a bunch of the Digidestined are compromised, and you're just gonna sit there with your one superpowered bird and you're not gonna help? I don't know. I think if like, oh, Diglett, I think like if you got if you got the power for it, you gotta like if you have the power, you have a responsibility to use it wisely, I think. Especially if it's an extraordinary power like Digimon. But that's just my thoughts on it. It's just odd seeing people enforce normalcy on someone amazing or on extraordinary people. Like, when I see people trying to enforce normalcy on extraordinary people, it reminds me of like Canada's education system, where a kid might have their own super awesome way of doing math, and the kid's not getting the proper grades because he didn't draw out pictures like a caveman. Man, when I heard that this was part of the Canadian school system, and I'm sure like other school systems have it, where you get penalized for not drawing out 5 times 5 is 25 in dots, that's ridiculous, man. What the heck? If my kid figures out how to do long division before everyone else does, and he's being told not to do it, well, screw you, man. Not my fault everyone's a dummy. God damn it. The education system sucks. I don't know why everyone advocates for making things dumber for kids. Like, kids are really smart. If you motivate them, kids will figure out a lot of ways to circumvent the reality of things. Okay, so Will is saying Shigi bodysuit all for one versus average state. Yeah, I thought Vegeta is better parent to go. Yamcha and TM are redeemed characters. Right, yeah, from the Dragon Ball era. Oh, thanks, Josie. They released a short on why Sora decided to quit. Oh, they did? Oh, that's great. But, like, Sora still has a mega-capable Digimon, right? Like, it's just... I understand wanting to be normal, but, like, when the fate of the world's on the line, this is kind of like where you gotta just step up. Mind you, if Sora has PTSD, then sure. But again, like, it's your PTSD versus the fate of the world. I'm gonna be a little bit harsh on that one, but really, when you're like one of like maybe less than 1,000 people that actually has something they can do about things, it's just odd. It's odd. I think that's more of like our like perspectives applying to a fictional world, or biasing a fictional world. Yeah, that's true, Power. Goku is like most Saiyans. Like, he doesn't experience love. Like, Vegeta's actually the weird one, considering where he goes. Still wondering what happened to the 4 other Digimon shorts. Oh, hey, Talo. Talo, what's up, man? Sarge, this was something I was going to talk about, but I think this is just, like, Proud mentioned it, the super manga isn't written by Toriyama, although Toriyama also has horrible flubs. Hey, Evan. But I do think something important is just to, like, again, remember the situation that occurred with Vegeta, and this will be popping up in its own little ramble video later on. The situation that I think happened with Vegeta is just a simple issue of the biasing that happens with authors. It's just like at some point, it's hard to keep track of the extraordinary events. For instance, like someone pointed out in that chapter that Vegeta had been, and I mean a commenter, not a character, that Vegeta had been revived by the Dragon Balls, hence he's a good person, hence he knows he's not going to hell, that kind of shit. And it's like, you know, that all makes sense. Like, what exactly how exactly would someone view themselves if they know they're not going to hell? If they know they've died and they've gone to hell? Like, what kind of perspective would they carry into their life, knowing already what's on the other side waiting for them? You know, most people would be pretty shocked by that. Now, what happens when an author doesn't properly account for that extraordinary kind of circumstance? The reality is, Vegeta saying that he may very well be going to hell when everything is said and done, like, that's a pretty cool line. Like, you take it in isolation of that chapter, and it's a pretty cool line. And if you like take little bits and pieces, like how Vegeta was framing it, it's a pretty boss line. It's just, it doesn't fit in the extraordinary world that that Dragon Ball has set up for itself. And I can't fault a person, especially when they're not the original creator, for not properly modeling what a person who has died and come back to life, not properly modeling what kind of changes that would have on a person's mentality. Of course, the worst thing here is that they're ignoring a potential thing that guarantees that Vegeta's a good person. And again, my Dragon Ball history is a little bit off, so someone let me know if I got some of the specifics wrong. But I think I'm okay. I think I got it. And Will, dots, so they just want, what's happening with the education system is just, when they're doing like multiplications, they just want kids to draw it out. Like, you know, you do a row of 5 and like a column of 5, and then you just fill in like dots. It's just like, you know, like a little drawing just to say, oh, there's 25 dots here, that kind of thing. I just think it's asinine. That's all it is. It's just stupid. Power says, I hate having to show my work in math. Like Dr. Manhattan review on human. You know when your teacher asked to explain it? It's not his. Hasn't taken part in super manga. A different story with anime. Okay. I literally own the volume. It says story by Akira Toriyama, art by Toyotaro. I don't remember. Well, you know, chances are he's still a supervisor. Like, I would think he's still a supervisor. Like, maybe he like signs off on a few things, but who knows? Who knows how it actually goes? I don't remember all of Dragon Ball, but Vegeta did end up in heaven before, right? Does anyone actually remember? That's what the people were saying, that he has been revived by the Dragon Balls, and I'm pretty sure he has been revived by the Dragon Balls, because I'm pretty sure he died at Majin Buu, right? He's died before. Anyway, I'm pretty sure he's been revived, and one of the conditions to be revived is you gotta be a good person in general. Damn it. Couldn't outrun it. But man, I swear, if I ever have a kid and the teacher is like telling this kid to dumb himself down, like, oh god, man, are you insane? Like, that's just gonna, like, the lesson that kid's gonna learn is that you have to pretend to be stupid to succeed in the world. You pretend to be stupid and you don't show off how smart you are, because, like, what point is there? Just be smart. Just know how to be stupid, and then just coast through the rest of life. That's pretty much what that kid's gonna learn. I'm pretty bothered about that. I am legitimately bothered about this whole situation with what I heard from the Canadian school system. And I'm pretty sure it's reputable information because the person that told me is my significant other's mother, and she works in the school. And the teachers also say it's pretty stupid. And I think the reason it's happening is because like it's the government. It's a government mandated thing that they brought in. And of course, when the government touches something, it gets worse immediately. It loses like 80% of its value. So that kind of sucks. At the end of the day, man, I don't know. I feel like God willing, I'll have enough time to spend with my kids that I can teach them things properly. Because, dear God, man, if my kid has to draw freaking caveman pictures, that's going to be an embarrassment. Like, I feel like the end goal for parents is to have a kid who's better than they are, right? I want my kid to be, like, insanely better than I ever was. I want my kid to, like, touch this moon for if he wants. That kind of thing, right? You want your kid to be better than you are. And then you hear about the things that how schools are trying to sabotage people by making them go back to basics. And it's like, shit, man, just what the heck's going on here? My kid's not going to be any better than me if you let the school system have him. Mind you, this isn't this might not be the case for private schools, because you know private schools might be able to get around it, but private schools also in this area tend to be religious. Well, I mean, no problem with being religious. It's just that's a like, unless you're going to be a religious scholar, a good part of religion is, or religious studies is wholly unnecessary. Unless you need to teach morals at a young age. Tallow said, I once saw a final exam from the 1800s for what would be considered middle school kids. There was college level questions in that thing. Different time, right? Like, they had a different level of focus. For me, my dad was not too smart, but taught me multiplication by first grade. Didn't know how to show my work, but I memorized the multiplication, so no dots. Well, Will, that's how you do it. That's how my mom did it. She made me, like, recite my multiplication tables, like, every morning, until I figured it out. And if I recall correctly, I got up to, like, my 7s were pretty good, and then my 9 was pretty good, but the 8 is usually the one that I get mixed up a lot on. Usually right around 8 times 6 and 8 times 7. Those are the ones that get me kinda, or well, used to get me. But if I was to say my weakest multiplication sets, it's definitely my 8s, my 11s after 110, and sometimes my 12, but I remember the pattern for 12. But yeah, that's how I would have, like, I also had to memorize it, and I think that's fine. I mean, like, the multiplication tables is a basic set of numbers. I don't think a kid needs to learn how to do, like, the 11 or the 12s. Like, just learn your multiplication tables up to 10, because those are the basic numbers that you're going to be encountering when you're multiplying anyway. Because math is usually done one number at a time, unless you, like, do some of the other forms. You know, you take the hundreds and you multiply the hundreds, then you add that to what you multiply for the tens, then you add that to what you multiply for the ones place. Yeah, no, screw the caveman drawing. Remember Vegeta having a halo, but I can't remember if that was from Z or GT. If you're a Dragon Ball character, you've died at some point, and you don't have to. I know you don't have to be a good person, Power, but I thought one of the basic stipulations was, like, it's generally only good people get revived, unless you, like, ask the dragon specifically. But regardless, he didn't go to hell, unlike Frieza, so that's the good thing, really. They likely load so more people can pass the bar. That's disgusting. Like, that's a no, man, like, you don't lower the bar. You strive for excellence, man. Like, I get it. I get that some people are disadvantaged, and I get that some schools are just shitholes because they don't get properly financed and all that. Which, honestly, you know, again, you know, screw the government for not doing a better job on the education system. But we can't be lowering the bar for people, man. That's just going to create more disparity if we lower the bar for people. And really, the problem is, I understand, like, lowering the bar for people makes a lot of people feel a lot better, but the reality is, like, those people that had the bar lowered for them, are they gonna strive to be better? are they going to strive to go into higher learning? You know, if they're going to go into trades, then great, because they're going to learn a very specific set of knowledge that they're not going to get anywhere else, and they're going to accumulate experience faster than people who aren't doing trades. But, you know, we need to maintain a proper balance between the tradesmen and then the engineers that have to do the calculations behind everything, right? In my perspective. So what I'm trying to say is, lowering the bar, I feel, is only going to make things worse, because not only are you lowering the bar, but you're also not providing better resources. And I think probably the best solution would be to raise the bar properly to old standards, and then have raise the bar up, make it competitive with Cuba. Cuba should not be winning any kind of awards for their education. Like, Cuba should not be standing at the top when it comes to their education, like anywhere near the top. But, you know, just bring it in, raise the bar back up, and make sure kids have proper support. Because the kids that fail, look, man, all they need is, if they get proper support, those kids can take that pain of failure and hopefully do better. Again, it's pretty tough because of the situation. Really, ideally, the best thing we would want, I think, is like a tide that raises all the boats. Because what it ultimately requires, a kid that's failing ultimately requires motivation. And if he doesn't have the energy to be motivated because of situations that are out of his control or her control, you know, well, that's where like everyone else has to step up to try and help, is what I would think about that. It's just knowing how bad of a place Cuba is, and just knowing the amount of competency that comes out of Cuba, it's like, does anywhere else have an excuse? Cuba's the worst, yet people there become doctors and they get sent out around the whole entire world. Do you know, in Cuba, like, the general plan for a lot of people is to become a doctor so they can leave Cuba on one of the doctor missions. That's like that's the general MO. I have a lot of doctors in my family because of that. Because like being a doctor, you get excused from military service, and it's a noble profession. That's the go-to route for a lot of people. Imagine that. Like, that's a place that regularly produces doctors that go off on aid missions to Africa or whatnot. And Cuba's able to pull it off, mind you. Like, maybe Cuba pulls it off because they suck at all the other places. That could very well be a possibility. But it's still something to strive for, I think. And when it comes to, like, the secondary school system, Cuba's really good when it comes to the trades. For instance, my mom, you know, she's in middle school, and she's essentially a farm vet. She knows how to treat pigs. She had to work with a lot of farm animals. Think about that level of skill that you're getting in middle school. My dad was a teacher at 16 as well, and he was teaching disabled kids, and it's like, the Cuban people, they come out with a very wide skill set the majority of the times. And I'm talking for like the boony of the boonies. Like, this is boony Cuba, rural area Cuba, and they're still able to pull it off. It's just amazing to see the difference in standards of education across different places. Again, Cuba might be motivated to do it too, because this is one of the few places that they can succeed. But the fact that they can do it at a situation like where they are just kind of gives you hope for everything else. Prower said, the rules of the Dragon Ball change at different points in the story, whatever Toriyama wants, but the rules that have stayed in place is that the Guardian has to stay alive for them to be used. Okay, there'll be a particular amount of time that needs to pass for them to be used again. Yep. And they can't revive people who died from natural causes. Yep. Eight by 8 Nintendo 64, 6 by 8 went on a date. They came back as 48. Oh, you guys have rhymes? Oh man, my mom never taught me rhymes. I wish she could have taught me rhymes. When I was in grade 5 and 6, we had the multiplication table up to 20, but we only ever used up to 14 at max. Thank God, Tiandre, man. Thank God. I don't want to know my 14 times tables, but that's pretty intense. Like, that makes sense to me. Pokemon have been using Kissing since Gen 2, yeah. Trip asking for schools like those in China. Yo, I'm not asking for schools like in China, but the reality is maybe that's why China's so got so many high. Okay, actually, no. We all know that the Asian Americans do really, really well. We all know that the Asians come over here specifically because they know they'll do really well against their classmates. Like, we know the education system is really good. Guy, nah, man. That education system, I know like the problems that come in with China, but you can't doubt the Chinese education system or the Cuban education system when you look at the good that it produces to everyone else. And again, you know, taking it in just like the vacuum, Cuba's still a shithole. But it's one of the little things. But I wonder, like, it can't be, right? Power, it can't be. It can't be that in order to have a good education system, you have to have a dictatorship, right? That can't be how that works. Hey, that can't be a thing. There's no way that's how that works. There has to be a way to get a happy medium, right, guys? Like, there has to be a way. Oh, man. I just feel like, I do think that peacetime just, or countries that are at peace feel that they have more of a tolerance for failure, or they have a more of a tolerance for laziness. I don't know. Like that seems to be a mentality. Like the harder a country is, it seems like people try harder to live a happy life. I don't know if that's a sense that you guys get, but let me know. In all seriousness, I struggled come college because I never learned how to properly study up to high school because I didn't need to in order to get good. In South Korea, all men have to enter the military at a certain age unless they entered the tech industry. Oh yeah, Prower. Prower, I understand that too. Probably study up to high school. Yeah, like college just represents a different hurdle pretty much. That's hardcore. I will start to become a doctor if I leave my shitty country. Yeah, man. You might sometimes get a bad deal. Like one of my mom's cousins, she became a doctor and she went to, I believe, Venezuela. And this was before Venezuela went to what's going on now. So that was when Venezuela was doing all right. It was better than Cuba. So she went to Venezuela. I had my other cousin. He also became a doctor. And I think I don't think he ever got to leave Cuba, but he's getting well paid, right? Like that's kind of what you're hoping for. But yeah, if you look up even during the Corona crisis, back during January, February, there were articles of Cuba sending doctors to China and Italy, or some in those areas. Like Cuba was on it when Corona came, and that's just like the power of the Cuban doctor. One thing to know about Cuba is that because of the embargoes, there was a period in time where Cuba has to use medicine from the 1980s. So the Cuban doctors ended up getting they ended up developing a lot more skills to work around the old medicines. They increased their skill in quite a lot of other areas in order to circumvent the fact that they were being like hit in the knees by the Americans. Sorry says, my family's Cuban. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have a lot of motivation with the hellhole they live in with Castro in power. You know what's really interesting about the whole situation with Castro is that when Castro first came in, people loved him. Like Castro changed a lot of things. Like Castro's the reason that they have the current school system. Like at the very beginning, it was pretty good. The problem was that strong start couldn't be maintained, but it creates a very interesting situation. And Sarge, I don't know if like you have any inclination of it or any other Cuban has it, but from what I've understood, it created a situation where the old generation of Cubans, like the ones that would be 90 right now, they would swear and die by Castro because of the significant change that Castro represented. But yeah, that's just the type of situation. At the very beginning, the system when he came in was very cool. Cuba was so good that during the in the 1900s there were job riots in Jamaica. I think it was 1930s. The situation was so good that Jamaicans went over to Cuba, and because Cuba was just that better of a situation. That's like part of my family lineage, and it's interesting to see how things deteriorate. It's interesting to see how like what started off so good that it was pulling people from other countries, how badly that went. Oh, if you guys want to know something cool too, this is a rumor, but apparently there is a hidden village of Japanese people in Cuba, and they sell their watermelons to the Cuban government. Yeah, I know, it's a funny rumor, I don't know if it's true. My dad swears by it. It's like a holdover from the World War II era. Have no idea if it's true. Let's enjoy the scenery. I would love it to be true, but you gotta be careful. You never know. John Ace card. What's my anime crush? What's my anime crush? Do you guys have an anime crush? We're now best of friends. What's my anime crush? I don't know. Well, like pick a mom and then any mom in the series and I'll say yes pretty much, I guess. No children, no loli, no loli mothers either. I'm not into that. That's not cool. I know for Skelly it's pretty much any of the tomboys. Prior, do you have any anime crushes? Oh, yo, Bobby, always have an anime crush depending on the day. Yo, Bobby, what are you watching for the new season, man? Oh, sorry, guys. Got my timers here. Tion said, I do agree that education system is important, but I also think the kids' attitude towards learning is important. I was pretty surprised to see just how little the American students cared. Yeah, Tiandre. Tiandre, you live on an island, right? I'm just trying. I hope I'm remembering this right. I know there was someone that lived on an island as well. Because there was someone else that was an islander. Was it you, Tiandre? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I just have to make sure I remember, like, the details of the regulars. Koya Tahagi, an anime reactor for the last 7 years, just retired her channel. Oh my gosh. Who is that? I've never heard of them. I don't know that many anime reactors. Anime reactors suck. Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. I mean, I'm looking at her account, and it's just... I understand. That's unfortunate. Anime said, I remember students in China trying to win fridges. Anyone else studied the new anime series Animals? Aminal? No, I haven't. I don't think you need a dictatorship. Okay, so this is Tiandre. I don't think you need a dictatorship. I just think you need a decent education system and the students' desire to do well. Yeah, I mean, like... Mind you, Cuba still has, like, a lot of people that are just... Like you know, every place has people that just kind of waste their life away. But, like, at least for the guys, right? Like, a lot of them end up with some kind of weird degree of purpose because of the military training. But when it comes down to it, like, when I think about my family in Cuba still, like, a good chunk of them are probably like, really... Like, the reality is, the majority of people that come out of the military service come out, like, super skilled at one particular thing. Like, maybe they're, like, really good anti-aviation. I know my dad was trained in anti-air. Like, what was the proper term for it? Yeah, I don't even remember the Spanish term for it anymore. But yeah, he was trained, like, for anti-aircraft, I think, if I recall correctly. He was trained anti-aircraft. But yeah, they come up with, a lot of, like, relevant skills, I guess. I think I'll just go with Tornadus. Tion just said, hard times make strong men make easy times make weak men make hard times. Oh, that's a cycle. My great aunt is 100 and my grandfather is 86 and they hit his guts. Oh. Jeez. I always have an anime crush depending on the day trips. Obvious crush is obviously... Oh, if it's anime crush, it's obviously Mineta. I guess Raftali, I do not... Oh, but you always have the sad, depressing fact that they're not real. Hey, Ali. There's some good anime reactors. Hi, Ali. Alright. Ryoko from Tenchi Muyo. Oh, that's a classic. Hey, John. Oh, I just noticed that Eternatus has that, like, swirling thing in his stomach. What is that? That's a really unique detail. I just realized. Is that a galaxy? Is he powered by a black hole? Probably. Yo, see ya, Jacko. So you just farming armor, right? Yeah, pretty much, Animamus. While we're doing little things here and there, and also chatting with you guys. I don't know. That was a nice chat to have about Cuba while we're talking here. I'm just pulling out my mini Chromebook here just to look at the anime news. There were some little topics here that we could talk about to make this an actual like talking about anime stream. Yo, Prower, how have you... Yo, guys, actually, I forgot to tell you, Prower. I got Selena finally on Fire Emblem Heroes. It took a lot, but I finally got her. And I only had to sell my soul to Fire Emblem Heroes for the 5th time. So that's pretty good that I only had to sell it one more time. Have you guys read Dr. Stone? Yeah, Tiandre, man. Sorry says, well, I live in Miami, so all I hear is Cuba. Oh, man, sorry. So you ever go to Hialeah? But, yeah, Sarge, I understand that then. Like, to be fair though, like, if a proper Cuban that is still like very inundated in the Cuban culture were ever to find me, they would definitely have things to say, because I think I probably wouldn't look that great to them, because I'm like someone that left Cuba very young in my life, and I only go back to family. It's a very different mentality that they would have for me compared to someone that only left Cuba in their adulthood. Yo, Sarge, I hate going there sometimes. OMG, LOL. Hialeah is the best if you're Cuban, but for everyone else, it sucks. They're just so loud. Everyone's so loud. Just debauchery everywhere, man. Any recommendation? Current anime season and mainstream? Alright, I got anime chart here set up. Freaking Hialeah though, man. Well, ReZero, but that's mainstream. Snafu. Oh, this guy. Rhyperior. Let's see. We got a lot of leftovers, I guess. Joker, you know, so much should be coming back at some point here too. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna be looking at the light novel adaptations. I guess there's Decadence. There's an original one. It's sci-fi. That sounds pretty cool. Like, maybe check it out. I have to watch. It's like God of High School. The Fire Force is gonna be good. There's a new overpowered light novel character coming in. I think it's like Demon Lord High School or something like that. Some kind of like weird thing like that. Oh, Tiandre, I'm not from Cuba, but I find you pretty different from most Caribbean people. I mean, that's pretty fair, Tiandre, though. Like, I've been in Canada so long that I got most of it out of me, right? And then, like, I didn't pick up any of the mannerisms from the island I lived on for the majority of time. I mean, sometimes the accent slips out, but I didn't really pick up the mannerisms. Like, Cuba's culture was different than, like, Jamaican culture and all that. Not saying I'm from Jamaica, but, like, the island I lived on had a lot of Jamaicans. I'm just using Jamaica as an example. Yeah, Cuban culture is just was so different that it didn't really take a good hold on me. I mean, I'm probably still like really laid back from the island culture, but I'm definitely like I wouldn't expect anyone to know I'm from the Caribbean unless I specifically talk to them. It's just ultimately something that happened for just because of the mix of Cuban culture versus the other English-speaking island cultures. Oh, Ali sold his soul and you got nothing. Oh, we should see the second. You should see the trailer for the second banner in about 2 days. Who are you hoping for, Trip? Wait, there's a second summer banner? Prower. I didn't know. I didn't know, Prower. I'm not really hoping for anything, Prower. Like I'm pretty much out, right? Like I don't want any. Ooh, I don't want anyone that's gonna make me want to get the banner, right? Like Selena was already such a boon for me. Like I don't want anything else. I don't want to be poor and I don't want to hate myself. For the record, for anyone that was wondering how many times I've sold my soul to Fire Emblem Heroes before, the first time was for one of the alt Lins and I didn't get her. The second time was for Surtur, and I got 2 of him, so very good for that one. The third time was for a Kagero ult, I think it was the Halloween one. And the fourth time was Selena, I think. I think I might be missing one person. I've definitely sold my soul more times than that. Maybe one more time. How you feel about Min Min and Smash? Yo, man, I haven't gotten to play it yet. I haven't played it yet. I'm pretty happy, though. Like, I don't mind it. I think it's good that ARMS got someone in there. Because that'll reinvigorate interest in ARMS. Oh, look at us. Doro, Hedro. I feel like it's mostly just delayed spring anime this year. Still sad that Dr. Stone's delayed until January. I read the OP Demon Law manga is alright, cool, Taylor, yeah. Sorry, I'm only half Cuban. I look more American, so it becomes hell or fun depending on why I'm going. Freaking Hialeah, man. For those that don't know, Hialeah is just like that's just where a lot of the Cubans congregate. That's all it is. It's just one of those areas. It's like it's not the worst place in Miami, I think. I still think South Miami is like the den of debauchery for like 100% of the time. Like only in the South Miami can you be driving and see an orgy bus behind you and people having like actual thingamabobs going on in there. But I guess that's the magic of South Miami, right? It's just a hot place with a lot of hot people and a lot of hot messes. I'm pretty sure that one of these people is in here somewhere or like on the other side. Ah, there he is. Yeah, there he is. Cool. Got a max mushrooms. Yeah, let's enjoy the view. It's funny hearing people talk crap in Spanish in Sedano and then turning around speaking Spanish to shock them. Yeah. That's always a wonderful time. It's always a wonderful time when someone's speaking crap about you in Spanish and then you just like tell them, "Hey, I'm not a dick. I can hear you, you dicks." Oh man. The amount of talking behind your back that they do, like, oh my god, like, just had to calm their shit down, man. Like, just keep it to themselves. You never know. Like, Spanish is not a hard language to learn. It's one of the Latin languages. It's a very easy jump. Aside from the new season Snafu, I don't know what's coming this season. Also, the ending of Snafu got spoiled. Yo, what's the ending of Snafu? Trip, there are 2 new silver banners every year. Huh. Well, I did not know that, or I did not realize that. That's okay. My life is a surprise. Every time I forget something, I'm only pleasantly surprised when I remember. Unless it's something dangerous, like, you know, a deadline. In which case, oh shit, I remembered I had a deadline. Well, I guess that means I'm done now. I guess it's also pretty bad when I forget something important having to do with my family. The only banner I care about is my DBZ Dokkan battle banners. Oh, okay. Bobby, like, I sent all the stuff I was watching to it, but the message disappeared. Oh, dang it, Bobby. Oh, hey, Quizzer. Why are people saying that Dr. Stone did never confirmed air date as far as I know? High School of the Dead. I remember that orgy bus. Oh, yeah, High School of the Dead. Yeah. Yeah. High School of the Dead was ahead of its time, really. What was up with that? Like, the main characters were all about that military propaganda. Yeah, High School of the Dead was really interesting. It's unfortunate that after the tsunami, it never really recovered. And then we got Tri-Age X, I believe it was called? Or Tri-Age? Oh, dang it. Oh yeah, I forgot you still had to increase scope. Yeah, year 1 banner, Robin, Gaius, adult banner, female, Corin. Wow. 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 Oh, Tiandre, how dare you speak common sense about Spanish being easy when I've failed it multiple times at properly applying myself. I'm disgusted, shaking. Got me into zombie apocalypses. Yeah, I definitely liked it too for the zombie apocalypses. I don't know, man. But maybe this is a perspective that only comes out when you have two languages, like, more or less under control. But just the Latin languages are easier, right? Because at least with the Latin languages, you're sharing almost a similar alphabet. You're sharing almost the same convention for reading. It's a little bit easier. Like, you can learn Spanish and just ignore all the grammar rules. Just ignore the grammar and just learn the words, and you have a pretty good sense of, like, maybe 60% of a conversation. Like, you won't be lost. You won't be dead in the water for it. But honestly, when it comes to grammar, like, the grammar would be the thing that trips people up, just because the grammar is kind of, it takes a while to get it. Especially with all the things with accents and all that. Like, on paper, my Spanish ain't good, but I understand what people are telling me in Spanish just because of the vocabulary. And I can read Spanish pretty alright, but I can't write Spanish pretty well, unfortunately. It makes it just a little bit difficult to do online conversation. My best situation is just when I'm talking to someone that understands English but writes Spanish mostly, and and then I can understand their Spanish. That's really the best outcome when it comes to me having to talk to a Spanish person. Love Tri-Ajax, don't understand half of it, but still loved it. Oh, wait, so Tala, was it good? Is that legitimate the thing? This girl's somewhere, right? I think I've seen her before. There's something over there. Maybe she's on one of those other spots. Actually, I think she's... Okay, I'm just gonna go... Toxic... Actually, let's check what's over here. Maybe there's a Toxapex in this one. I think it's also gotten it's become a little bit easier to find. What is that? Oh, that's the Meowth. That's a Meowth. So we'll just deal with that. Oh no, the High School of the Dead died? Oh, damn it. That's why it stopped. Damn it, man. Well, it stopped earlier than that, but that sucks. I'm watching Hentai H Eros. Fire Force Season 2, new Monster Musume type show, God of High School, Misfit, Demon King, ReZero. Yo, you're watching a lot, man. Alright, cool. Takumi Year 3. Thank you, Prower. Like, honestly, I would not have been able to get this breakdown. Man, that sucks. That's too bad. Oh. Skelly was saying, same with me in Hindi. I can understand what someone is saying, but I can't speak it. And for sure I can't read it. Oh, you can't read it, huh? Dang. I just can't roll my R's well. Yo, Sarge, don't feel bad. I had to get a surgery to be able to roll my R's. It was pretty bad. It was a pretty bad situation. They had to cut out frenum. I think it's called frenum. Because in Spanish it's frenillos. Well, you know, you understand that to be breaks. But I remember in high school I slept in most of my Spanish classes because it was useless and cheating for me to help. I can't roll my R's at all. Hey, no worry, Prower. You don't need to roll your R's. Don't roll, Prower. Prower. Oh, Prower. Prower. What are you doing? Okay, cool. I wish we still use letters like that and that in the English language. I mean, DeAndre, yeah, sure, man. That'd be cool. Frenulum. Oh, thank you, Skelly. I never learned it in English, so I never knew. I know it. I never learned it. Yeah, I only knew it in Spanish. Frenillo. Trip, you make me want to punch you through my screen. Oh, why, Prower? Why? It is just an R, Prower. Like, I get people wanting it back because I have one friend who keeps using it. Quasar said, I'm watching Oregaru's, SAO, yay, WOU, ReZero, Fire Force, Kanokari, Yuzaki, Great Pretender, and... Oh yeah, I want to check out Great Pretender, because that was something that people brought out. Pronounce that and that. Okay, so Ash and Thorn. Okay, pronounce, okay. But Thorn is just... Like, Okay. Ash and Thorn. That's so interesting. Oh, that's so okay, that makes a lot more sense. Thank you guys. Thank you for educating my dumb butt. Oh, that's so cool. My kids will know how to pronounce those words. Those will be the first letters I teach them. And then I will tell them when they ask me, where can I use this? Nowhere. Nowhere. Unless maybe Greek? Is it Greek? Maybe Greek. I'll send them to Greece after Greece recovers from their economic issues. Tal said I can do some Spanish, but I do it the hard way. To be bilingual, they say you should be able to think in the other language immediately. I hear English, then translate it to my head, then speak Spanish. Tal, on-the-spot translation are always hard. Oh, Bobby, you're Mexican? Nice! I like that we have a nice group of Hispanic people. This is nice. This is really, really cool. Cool, Bobby. That's cool, Bobby. But yeah, I'm pretty disconnected from my culture. Like, I'm a shut-in when I'm not going to work. So I go to Canada and I just hide in the mountains and just, you know, I don't like people. I don't like life. I just want to hide for the rest of my life. Honestly, if I could live in a cabin in the woods with electricity and the internet, I'd be fine. Yeah, no, but I sincerely do not like people, man. And when I say I don't like people, I mean, like, I just don't. I don't want to be around people very often. I just want to live my life in peace and quiet. I'm half Dominican. Ah, yes, Quiz, I remember. I remember. Oh, we got a bottle cap. Nice. So, oh, ah, okay, gotcha, gotcha. A is ah, is the. Okay, gotcha. Barely like my family. Okay. Oh, right, Animamus, good point. Yo, Tiandra, thank you for the info there. Someone still uses it. Nice. There she is. Okay, there she is. Just the pop in, right? Yeah, let's check out the view. Wait, let me just see what we got here. Tiandre said, I low-key wish that Elon just used for his kid's name is just one letter. Okay. Talo says, I am American of Mexican descent. My uncle said I have to describe myself that way. Okay. That's cool. I mean, if sure, right? If they want to do that, that's cool. I mean, well, good to know. Good to know, Talo. Good to know. We're so cool. All of us multiracial people. We could take over the world. No. Let's see. Let's go. I think so. We did the missions, and the Cub Fu pretty much loves it, I think. It's also like leveled up a bunch, so it should be fine. Starts in my Robert is the most cliche Spanish name. Robed. Oh yeah, Robed. My name. Wait, is it? Like you're not Roberto. You're Robert. I have a friend named Roberto. He's pretty cool. Haven't talked to him in a year, but I'm sure he's fine. You need to go out and get groceries eventually, unless you're going to forage in those mountains. Animamus, the dream would be to forage in the mountains, but you're right. I should be going out to buy my groceries. And truthfully, I will. I do not have a hunting license, so hunting would not be an option for me, although that would be very good if I could eventually become a hunter. I would not hunt any big game animals, though. I would mostly hunt wild chickens. The reason is self-explanatory, really. It's because I have an affinity to chickens. I understand them. I can really get into their mind space. You know, I know how to hunt a chicken with only a string and some corn. I feel pretty good about my prowess when it comes to hunting chickens. Of course, don't tell PETA, because PETA's just dicks that don't understand the natural like flow of life. But yes. Also, guys, did you know about his backstory? His backstory is like he's like from a long line of psychic trainers, and like he's just, you know, he's really like, he really hopes he doesn't fail or something like that. Forging the mounts is the next level of shut-in. I mean, that's like that's the common Harvest Moon tactic for your first like week in Harvest Moon, though. You got a ton of Caribbeans here feeling homey. Yeah, man, Tiandre. Yo, Tiandre, I wanted to ask you, do you have cadets in your home? Like, you have the cadet corps? Because I remember like my island had cadets. Just wondering. Jose is the most cliche Spanish name. Yeah, yeah. Like in my personal anecdotal experience, it comes up pretty often. Oh, hey, BK Latin. So, is it too late to pop in and say that words are just letters? Having. Oh. It's not too late, BK Latin. I had to read that a little bit. Oh, got a message. 1 second, guys. Oh, no one important. That's a lie. It's my mom. I don't know why I said that. I shouldn't have said that. If she was watching this, it'd be pretty bad. Bobby Light said, check a local community college. They can have a Japanese course. You know, I do feel like that's something I do want to do. That's what I'm kind of thinking of doing too. I'll probably, once I have a little bit more money saved up from all this stuff, and after COVID, I'm probably going to take a Japanese course. There's a few languages I want to learn, in all honesty. I'd like to learn some Greek too, because I really like the Greek islands. I'd like to go visit it, and maybe learn some Gaelic, and like whatever Irish system I need to learn to be able to read their old documents. That'd be pretty cool. So like in terms of the languages that I'm going to be pursuing, it's like Lithuanian, Japanese because of YouTube, Lithuanian, Japanese, Irish, whatever system they're using. It might be Welsh as well. Greek, whatever they call that language. French? Yeah. Yeah, I feel that'd be alright. That'd be alright. Power says not all community colleges have Japanese. Yeah, you'd have to do due diligence to find one. The two in my town only have Spanish. Depends where you live. Yeah. I can't use O because of America. Oh. Oh. Oh, that sucks. Yo, if we're taking over the world, can I be Chancellor? Yes! Yes! We will have the South of America. Not South America, the South of America coalition. And we all exist specifically to... Oh, let's see how this is going. We all exist specifically to take over. Anyone that's south of North America can join this coalition. Except Argentinians. No Argentinians. Why Argentinians? That's just an arbitrary thing. Or maybe it's not. No. No, I'm not backing down on that one. Okay, he thinks we're both ready. Follow me, you two. Alright, where are we going? My whole name can't be said properly because of America. Well, that sucks, Sarge. Mountain chickens are a type of frog. Like, there would be a lot of people competing from the position. Competition is good. Competition's good. We'll be fine. My uncle has a chicken farm and just lifts from the neck and twists it around like nunchucks. Yes. Yes. I've never done that. My family only ever uses it as a machete. But sure. That's fine too. These are the special training guides just for Kung Fu. Prepare yourselves for the Tower of Two Fists. So there's that one over there. The blue tower is Tower of Waters. And that's the Tower of Darkness. Choose wisely since you'll only be able to climb one of the two towers. Kung Fu fighting style will change depending on the tower you choose. And the type of get will change as well. Think carefully. Each tower is 5 stories tall and each floor has a tough opponent waiting for you. Make sure you level up Kung Fu properly before trying to climb up. You can reach the bottom of the towers by heading through the Forest of Focus. You might even be able to find a shortcut if you use your bike across the river. I'm really looking forward to when you two make it to the top of one of those towers. It's going to be so exciting. Alright, cool. The factory at guard is in South Texas. It's annoying as hell when the pizza guy shows up and says he has an order for Jose. I literally have over 30 Jose's on site. Oh no! Oh no, Talo. That's pretty funny. That's pretty unfortunate. You know another popular thingamabob name, Spanish name is Maria, because of the Virgin Mary. Like a good chunk of Hispanics are Catholic. So a lot of people a lot of people go as Maria and then as their first name, and their middle name is actually what we refer to them as. They just hit other killing animals. Yep, and they never give their last names. Oh yeah. Not much mind space in a chicken, but they're harder to catch than you think. And you have cadets. Okay, cool. I live in the Bay Area, so there's a ton of diversity here. Antigua and Barbuda. I never joined because my mom was overprotective, but my friend did. Yeah, I never joined because I don't know how everyone else found out about the cadets, because I never found out about the cadets until like I was like late. Until I was late. Yeah, like maybe like beginning of high school, actually. Late middle school, beginning of high school. My mom didn't tell me to join it either. I think for my mom it was more of an issue of like, kid, we left Cuba so you didn't have to get conscripted into the military, and here you are wanting to go play pseudo military. Yeah, right. You're not going anywhere. And I'm like, okay, that's okay, because I don't want to march either. I don't like conformity. I don't want to march. The only time I'm gonna be marching is if I'm fearing for my life and I need to just like hide for like a couple hours. I really don't want to have to march. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like the whole shut-in lifestyle like kind of like really reflects that. The shut-in goals is really what reflects that. But Tiandre was saying not much mind space in the chicken, and they're hard to catch than you think. But Tiandre, no. See, to catch a chicken, you only need to play to its belly. And if you can't catch a chicken when you play to its belly, all you have to do is watch a chicken and figure out where it roosts. And once it roosts, all you need is a flashlight and some good hands, and you'll probably catch it. But it's usually pretty hard to find a chicken in the wild. It'd be a little bit more difficult. But if you got like just regular chickens that just, if you're in a situation where your population of chickens have overcome the population of local dogs, you're probably in a situation where the chickens are the apex predator and they no longer care about things like safety. In which case, you're gonna be able to catch the chicken pretty well. On the island that I lived, a chicken's natural predator at the time I left it was the car, because there was a very good chance that a chicken would just walk out into the street. So that's the only predator that they ever kind of watch out for. You have tourism cadets too. I've been meaning to take out my Japanese textbook. I start from square one. It's been a year since I finished Japanese. I don't think my brain's wired right to learn languages. I live to learn Australian though, but I'm not sure how to talk upside down. I feel like Australians. Yeah, man. Latinos are purposely having a lot of kids to take over the front. Don't tell anyone though. Oh man. I mean, yeah, Latinos are gonna end up having more kids. Man, there's my grandpa's family friends, right? And I swear, man, and no disrespect to this guy, because like, God forbid, there's 13 people watching right now. God forbid that one of his sons or daughters is watching this. But like, there's a guy in Miami, and my grandpa's his friend. And this guy, I swear, he doesn't know what a condom is. Because like every time we would go visit him every year. And every year, his wife would be pregnant. And I'm like, and you know what, like bless her heart, I like her. I think she's pretty cool. The guy's like, he's like, you know, old generation Cuban. Like, he's just one of those kind of guys. But it's like, you know, bless her heart. Every year she's pregnant. I think they have like, I think she's had 9 kids by now, if not more. And you know, the first time that I met her, it was like, oh, 4 kids. You're going for 4 kids. Wow. Well, you know, like, good for you guys. Like, that's nice. That's good for you. And then I came back like 3 years later, and it's like, okay, there's not only did the one that she come out, like there's another one along with it, and she's pregnant again. And by that point, it was like, you look a little bit skeletal. Like she looked malnourished. Her back was hunching over. She was getting a little bit of that shoulder hunch, and it's just like, dear God, man, don't. This is too much. This is too many kids, and you're a Cuban immigrant family. You don't have the money for this. And it was really concerning. But that's like, I think that's just a mentality that some Cubans have. Because my dad also came from a giant family. It's just kind of interesting when that mentality gets out into the wide world. But like, I feel for her, the poor lady. You can definitely tell that there's some kind of malnourishment from the repeated pregnancies. I mean, good on her for being so fertile, but at the same time, well, I guess good on both of them for being so fertile, but Jesus. Like, that's too many. Well, at least for the lifestyle that they're at in Skelly, or not in Skelly. Sorry, I read Skelly there. In America, for the lifestyle that they have in America. Oh, I'm getting tired. Um, Animamus picked water. I'm picking water because I think people are saying that water is the better one. The old guy shouldn't hunch like that. It isn't good for his back. Yes, Tiandre. BK Latin came in and said, "Hey, sorry, just have to pop in one more time and just say it's healthy to have a good balance of trust and suspicion in life." Oh, yeah, no, that's okay, BK Latin. I have a good amount of suspicion for the majority of things. I think it's good to just be suspicious of things in general. And not, you know what? At the very least, like when I go into my life, I carry the idea that this person could be lying to me, and also they could be telling me the truth. You know, like I have two very clear situations of how I'm gonna react if this thing's a lie and this thing's actually the truth. And I just do this just so you know I'm not caught by surprise. Like I just like run through it very quickly and make sure I understand. I try to like make the probability case for like why it might be a lie or why it might be the truth. Also try to think about the person's motives and why they might be telling me something, just to make sure that we don't, you know, just to, again, you gotta like look over your shoulder. I know people like don't want to have to live in the mentality of like you always gotta look over your shoulder, but the reality is, the more you look over your shoulder, as long as you're still looking forward, you're just gonna catch more things. It's gonna just be a little bit harder to pull the wool over you. Like the worst thing you want to be in is a situation where someone else sees total control of your thought process because of how fast they're going or how they're distracting you with the different peculiarities of a conversation. That's why it's just good to always take a second to breathe and just remind yourself where you're at, what you're doing, what you gotta think. Remind yourself what you came in with, especially with salesmen. Like this is like that would be good advice for salesmen. So you don't want to get caught in a salesman's pace. You want to maintain your own pace as much as you can. Now I'm going to that Cub Fu needs to level up, right? Because we're probably going to be hitting level 70 here. So we're going to pound these things into it. I guess we could also just go do the raids, because the raids will naturally get us more stuff. Oh, 70. Oh, that's good. Wants to learn Iron Head. Yeah. Yes. I figured the natural predator was other chickens. No. I guess like the natural predator for like baby roosters, or you know, like male chicken, male baby chickens, male chicks would be a rooster. But most of the time, a natural predator for a chicken would have been a dog. And since the islands typically don't have hawks, depending on the size of the island, typically don't have hawks. Yeah, it'd probably be. It's the cars. It's the cars. Like the roosters. A usual cluster of chickens will allow 4 roosters for their 20 hens. So yeah. And like the chickens, the roosters don't typically go for the kill. They go for like this. They go for disability. They try to just make sure that the thing won't be like they might poke out an eye or something. Roosters rarely go in for a kill unless they're in an aggravated situation. Did you know all domesticated chicken species originated in China? No! Oh, that's so cool! I know Canada has prairie chickens. My dad had a pet chicken, if I remember correctly. I had a lot of pet chickens. I can tell you guys, like, one thing that happens with chickens is, like, there's always a runt of the brood, and that runt always gets left behind by the mom, and then it becomes the saddest day on in the backyard, because that thing will be calling out the entire day for its mother, and that mother ain't coming. And the worst thing is that there are rats and mice on islands, So this thing is calling out, and it's usually on a ground nest. And it's only a matter of time. Whenever there's one of those little chickens calling out, it's like it's a race against time to find it before the rat finds it. Because like, yes, the rat will shut it up and it will bring peace to the neighborhood once more, but you don't want the rat to shut it up. So as I grew up, I'd go and I'd find the chickens and then I'd nurse them. A lot of them ended up dying, honestly. If we're talking about like how many of the runts I was able to save, like in my memory, I only got like memories of 3 that I was able to push into adulthood and that they were like reasonable. But usually when a chicken is adolescent, that's when I release it. And unfortunately, when I do that, they're stupid, so they end up getting killed by the dogs that were in the area. Like one of the most brutal chicken kills that I ever saw for the ones I was raising, like we had a nice little coop in the back. That thing got chased around so much in its cage that it slipped through the cage's mesh, and the dogs ripped off its legs. And it's like, shit, what the heck happened here? And yeah, it's just like situations like that. Like those chickens, I think also one of them died of a heart attack from a scare of a dog. So definitely the ones that were raised, like not many of, like if they didn't die during childhood, they would have died as adolescents. So I've only pushed 2 or 3 over my course of 18 years into adulthood where they were like able to live for a full year past that. Kind of sucks. I had one I really liked. It was a nice black rooster that I raised. Called it Little Guy. It was one of the good ones. It really hung out with me and my dad a lot. Kind of sucks. I ended up losing it after a hurricane, I think, because we couldn't find the body. So I don't know where it ultimately ended up. Yeah. That was a cool one though. Okay. Read that now. Move that to the team. One second, just moving this across. Okay, Cub Fu, let's do it. The true essence of water. If you okay, let's do it. You won't be able to leave until you best 5 opponents or defeat yourself. What's more, the tower you didn't choose will be close to you forever. Do you wish to forsake the path of darkness and follow the path of water? I think so. This is Rapid Strike, right? Let me just Google it just to make sure which Cub Fu is better. Tianche, chickens on my island die from everything, so they're pretty cautious. Bobby said, I actually think learning Japanese would be slightly easier if you spoke Spanish because we pronounce vowels the same. That's very true, Bobby. I did notice that. Definitely in terms of like the pronunciation. Yo, Skelly, I think you're a good straight man. I think you and Power make a pretty good routine when you're together. Pride Month is over. You don't need to come calling me gay. Hispanics have a lot of kids, so we can take over when it's time. Yes. People are saying the dark is better, actually, but you choose whatever. Oh, okay, dark's better? Let me just see. Oh, it depends on the format, right? Because I think one of them is better for... one of them is better for VGC. I'm gonna just check Reddit real quick. But thank you, Prower. I'm so thankful for Candies 2 and Tallow Wolf. How do you feel about Tencent pushing into the anime industry? Personally, I'm no fan of China taking over any more industries. You know, like, I'm all for companies extending their reach into everything that we love and hold dear. Like, if I had a company, I would want to be everywhere as well. It's just... If Tencent pushes into the anime industry and they become like a major shareholder in the majority of the anime studios, like how long until we see pro China content, right? Like how long until we see, like, the reality is like getting Tencent into into anywhere is just giving China more avenues to get information and to exert influence. I mean, good on Tencent for being such a juggernaut, but at the same time, it's it's concerning only in how people might bend over for Tencent money. That's really the concern. How much are people going to compromise for Tencent money? Okay, so I'm just looking at what people are saying. Rapid strike for sure. Way better stab. It can do liquidation, close combat. Typing also doesn't leave it 4 times weak to fairy. I mean, because rapid strike is the water tower, right? But it looks like I'm gonna have to check Smogon because Smogon would have the best information. Single strike for sure. Oh no, so it's pretty up in the air. But I want to know who edges out in VGC. Trip wants Disney to start making anime. Ah, man, no, man. Like, just let the Japanese do whatever they want, man. Like, Japan already got screwed over with 2 bombs. Just let Japan do what they want. Let them complain about what they want to complain. I mean, like, look. The reality is, most media from a country is going to come out with whatever political leanings that country's reflecting at a particular point in time. And I think the majority of us can go like, oh, we can separate the politics from the content. As long as things aren't being sacrificed to an absurd degree just to appease the Chinese overlords. Cub Fu Evolution better. After their stunt with My Hero Academia, they can go to hell. Oh, your island has chicken hots? Nice, nice. My island doesn't. My island's boring, man. I think there's maybe 1 hawk, and I think I've only ever seen it once in my lifetime. Wait, did we just write a new harem story about anthropomorphic fowls? Oh, oh, hey, Nicholas. Yo, Nick, did you see the spoilers? It looks like we're going. It looks like we're coming in pretty quick into like the net. It looks like we're gonna be switching over with those spoilers from what we've seen so far. Anyway, basically the original chicken species were the jungle fowl found in China and spread across the planet by humans, and they eventually became different breeds. That's so cool. So just eating them or never release them, and they all end up dying. Okay, I've missed a conversation. I have missed a conversation. Where's Quizzer? Oh, yo, Quizzer, by the way, did you see the new 100 Girlfriends chapter? It was I found it pretty fun. I'm not bending over for 10 cents. It's not even worth 10 cents to me. I'm not bending over Tencent either. Like, I don't think it's a problem for me to play their free-to-play games and use up their server space because I'm not giving them water, right? I don't think that'd be too bad. Oh, you know what? Cerebi might have a good write-up for it as well because Cerebi does some competitive write-ups. Disney does have some anime. There was Stitch, which was about Stitch in Japan. Oh! Oh, yeah! You're right! Okay, Nicholas saying, oh yeah, my theory, baby, it's coming. I mean, I'm all for it, man. Like, Nicholas, you already know my perspective. We talked about it earlier because Sarge was also, like, pointing it out. I'm all for it. Like, if we end up with a Shigaraki being, like, the true final villain, you know what? That's a blessing in disguise. But this just, all I see here right now is I just see struggle. I just see struggle. I do think it's really good that Shigaraki can say that. But, like, at the end of the day, Shigaraki is strong by virtue of another person. Like, Shigaraki is strong because of his master. Like, it feels like, Proper pointed it out, it feels very Sithy if Shigaraki goes down the best route here in terms of him becoming the big thing. But it's still an issue of Shigaraki. Like, I'll respect you if you ride your master's laurels up to the point that you can kill him. Like, I will totally respect that because that will be different. But I don't see it happening because your master's been alive for a lot longer than you have. And this is Shonen Jump. You're right, Nick. You're super right. He does love his Star Wars. Okay, so I'm just looking at the overview. So the armor... Okay, so for the single strike... Wait, is it a single strike? Okay, so I think single strike here. Humongous base 130 attack allows the thing to hit hard along with a great move pool. The negatives: falls behind 100 speed, can't outspeed Pokemon like Charizard, and even lags behind Hydreigon. It's got a 4 times weakness to Fairy, along with its miserable special defense is the biggest issue. So there are plenty of Fairy types. Yeah, considering that the meta right now is overrun, excuse me, with Clefable, like it wouldn't really work well with Clefable. For VGC, let's see, at a glance, everything is set up for huge success in the VGC format. Between its 2 forms and their signature moves, the Unseen Fist ability and the respective Gmax, it's hard to imagine Urshifu as anything but an insane top tier threat. However, we're only in the early stages of the new metagame, and it's not among Pokemon taking the VGC metagame by storm. Make it a competent addition to the doubles environment, usually kept in check by a large range of Pokemon. Outspeeds Togekiss. The fact remains that Togekiss is one of the most dangerous Pokemon in the metagame, and with Urshifu's low special defense, it suffers quite a bit from the presence of Togekiss in either form. That's the big thing. Like me using my Togekiss, you know, I'm kind of worried there too, because like I know how bad Togekiss can be. Although Serene Grace Togekiss, from what I've seen, the ones that are showing up a lot don't really have fairy coverage on them. For the water type, its weak special defense means that any super effective hit from powerful special attacks such as Starmie, Margiarna, Primarina, and Tangrowth will damage it severely. So this is from this one, the Water Tower. Suffers 4 move slot syndrome, so depending on its moveset, it could be walled by something. Without Thunder Punch, Gyarados and Toxapex prey on it. Without Zen Headbutt, Amoonguss and Venusaur wall it. It pairs well with Clefable. Okay, it pairs well with Ferrothorn. The water one seems better for the current Pokemon that I got. Just looking at it, cause the dark type pairs with Pokemon that I'm not using. So I think water, just because of the synergy with Clefable and Ferrothorn. I mean, assuming we're going into competitive with it. Yeah, I think I'll stick with the water. It kind of sucks. I'll have to see if I can trade for one of the other type, or for one of the others at some later point. But I do need someone that can cover that Togekiss weakness. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I'll go for the water. Hey Trip, what are your thoughts on the non-weeb cringe TikTok girls doing shy anime girl finger touch? It's just not the same, man. Weeb cringe TikTok girls doing the shy anime girl finger touch. I think I've seen that before. I just think like this is just kids being kids, man. Like I just kind of shake my head and just go away. Have you seen like the TikTok people that love like touching their face like multiple times as they're singing or whatever? That's so weird. Like why are you doing that? Trip, what do you think about Evo being dead? I think it's dead. And I saw a scene shift coming in soon, if not this chapter and the next. I was wondering what was taking Giganta so long. And Sarge, I agree. I am so just surprised, right? I am so surprised that that person is dealing with the situation, that mountain of a situation. I'm just so surprised. I wish I could colonize Mars on L. Yes, colonizing Mars would be pretty cool. If you raise Kabuto to be level 70, training will go smoothly, yeah. Yes. We'll take the path of water. Alright, yeah, here we go. Let's do it. If your heart is set, you know, it's pretty funny these people could tell me, like, the other path will be locked to you forever. And it's like, guy, I have a god in my pocket. I will break down your doors if I want to go sightsee. Like, man, the majority of the people in Pokemon just survive because of the goodwill of the player character. Pokemon is too good for us, man. Rain falls to become a river, and the river will eventually flow into the ocean. Such is the great cycle of water. It will swallow you whole. You know, I wonder if they made the kids have yellow costumes because it was all for this tower, so that they could like play off the Bruce Lee imagery. Like, what was it? Was it like what was the name of the Bruce Lee movie where he was in the yellow jumpsuit? I don't know it. Oh, see ya, anime miss. Okay, Cub Fu, do your best, bro. Oh, excellent. Okay, Cub Fu, no worries. This is just regular anime protagonist fight. Or regular Yu-Gi-Oh fight. You lose, you get to like your last bit of HP, and then you survive. You pull out some kind of weird trick. Oh, it landed. Nice, good for you, Cub Fu. I haven't even taken you like camping. I haven't taken you camping, and yet you're so happy. Alright, Cub Fu, do it. Thank God. The movie was Game of Death. Oh, okay, thank ya. Elon's Starship Fleet. Imagine grinding your teeth so hard it chips. Damn. Oh yeah, shit, man. Tower of Death, Game of Death. The legendary that you have is legendary, like what is it, the legendary of Sky or whatever. Oh, Prower, I just got a habit out of, I got a habit from Machamp. I forgot that that's what I did with Machamp. That's the only reason. I don't know what it's the legend that, what's Kung Fu's legendary all about, guys? Do you guys know? Oh, Animamus is gone, I guess. I haven't really looked at the lore for Kung Fu's evolution. Oh, yeah, I understood, Skelly. It took me a while to remember, but I remembered it from what I saw from her face. Kung Fu? Like, what? Oh, man. You suck. Why are you getting stuck behind stairs? God. In a round cup, water becomes round. In a square teapot, it becomes square. Water is adaptable, changing form to match the opponent. Prepare to drown in its power. You could also say that water is the ultimate submissive, as it changes to accommodate the form of its container, right? Or of its opponent. You could also say that too. Like, still water is still water. Water in a teapot is ultimately water that's been controlled. Oh, I like using that dynamic punch though. Anyway, guys, I wanted to tell you because I was gonna look at the anime news here. I checked out the manga for the new Monster Girl anime. It's the one with the gimmick is the guy's a doctor. I checked out the manga, and the manga takes itself very seriously. Like, the art style for the manga is taking itself very seriously. It seems very charming, but you know, I read all the available chapters, and you know, I wasn't really feeling it beyond the novelty. Like, I don't know, I'm very surprised that it's getting such a high level production. I do hope that I do hope people like it, but you know, in terms of Monster Girl novelty, I think interspecies reviewers and Daily Life with Monster Girl, and to some degree Demi-chan, I think they do a little bit better in terms of telling a story, or in terms of like the wow factor of Monster Girls. I think it does a little bit better. The problem that well, not a problem, but like one thing, Trip wasn't Shulk, I wasn't feeling it. One thing that I got from it as I was watching it, or as I was reading it, was a good chunk of the stories are based more, or a good chunk of the chapters focus a lot on the culture of the world itself, irrespective of the monster girls. And they focus on the world, or like just the happenings of the world, and you know, still pretty interesting because it's still like you're like seeing someone's interpretation of what a world with monster girls and people getting along would look like. Still pretty interesting, but it is a situation where there's a mix of a story and the monster girl gimmick, instead of just relying on the monster girl gimmick all throughout. What it ultimately is like it's a lot more grounded than interspecies reviewers and daily life of monster girls, and that kind of groundedness does manifest throughout the various things that occur. So one of the grounded aspects is just talking about the reality of slave traders, because they want certain like components that the monster girls have, you know, regular medieval stuff. And then the other component, which is the big gimmick factor, is that they talk about the physiology of monster girls. So again, you know, it is someone's interpretation of what the physiology of monster girls would be. But the way that it works right now is that from the ones that I've seen, it springboards off of real life zoology. So like for a centaur, they're gonna bring up the logic of the logic of horses, because a centaur has horse parts. So they're only applying like horse logic to a mythical beast, and going about it there, and then just adding the cute factor of a centaur girl. For like a mermaid, they just talked about the gills and like what could happen to a fish if it's out of water for too long. So that's another thing. The harpy got treated like a bird, so it got bird information applied to it. So you know, in the vast, so again, grounded, but not like super, like the wow factor ain't there. It's definitely making you feel like, oh, like, you know, this is like pretty well thought out, and like maybe this is true, maybe like in terms of like the animal biology, but not like a passion inducing kind of anime, I thought. And yeah, John, I think I know that, but that's like, so if anyone's thinking of watching the Monster Girl Doctor, it's you know what? Like in terms of the aesthetic, think about like kind of like the Goblin Slayer kind of aesthetic. It's that kind of world. It's that kind of grimdark world. That kind of grimdark fantasy. Think about that aesthetic, and then you have the aesthetic for this, and then just remember that the main guy is a doctor doing stuff. The main two characters for it are pretty alright. The doctor, he's just a doctor, right? Like he's just doing his best for the girls. Oh well, Cubfu, too bad. Well, it's a Nuzlocke, you're dead. I should have held the fight, yeah, Flower. So I got distracted thinking about Monster Girls. Sorry guys, I got distracted. Prowl was right, I should have paid more attention. Whatever, we'll just like power through this as we Oh, well Vance isn't here. We'll just watch up no, I had to finish this. I was gonna watch videos, but we had to finish this. Okay, Bobby Light said, I'm gonna give it a shot. I loved Monster Musume, the other one. Yeah, like at the end of the day, it's something different, right? And the anime does take itself seriously. The two main characters, the main guy is just, you know, a guy, a doctor. The main girl is a Lamia, so that's kind of like borrowing off of Daily Life of Monster Girl, whatever it's called. As you can imagine, because Mia and then this Lamia thing in this one. The other girls that get introduced are pretty fine. Like, one thing that I was more interested in is just like the circumstances surrounding the Doctor. So like the world has some cool things going on, but if we're stuck with the Doctor, it's very hard because he's not very exciting. But it's still a wait, it's a Nuzlocke. Nah, Nuzlockes are over now, man. Like otherwise this thing's dead and we lose the game. But yeah. This is a sport match, right? People don't die during sport matches. Wait, am I repeating the same problem? Did I not heal? Shit. Oh no, it's a Krabby. It's okay. We'll be fine. Okay, Cub Fu. I should also be using Stab. Okay, Cub Fu, next time, you like hold on, okay? You make sure you don't die. Next time you do that little weird thing that Pokemon that like me do and try not to die. Let's see. The other thing that I'm going to be checking out for like the next anime that coming out is the one that's coming out in 10 hours here. What's it called? I got it here. The hentai one, the perverted one. It says Earth faces an unprecedented threat from an invasion. The invasion feeds on human sexual energy known as H energy. So already this sounds like a winner. High school student random guy is a member of the hero group Heroes who fight together to save the Earth from the invasion. I mean, that already sounds like a winner. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to be checking it out. I want to see like how bad it's going to get. I'm hoping that it's going to be pretty hilarious. Oh, yo, Andre, man. See ya. Thanks for being here, man. So, going to be checking that one out in about 10 hours, maybe tomorrow. Then, of course, there's like the demon high school guy, an overpowered. So, interestingly, I saw Aniplex put up a thing where they had a survey between him, Tetsuya, and... Oh, man. Who was the other? Tetsuya. Oh, and Kirito. So, he's one of those characters, Prower. So, I can already imagine how you're going to feel about that. But he's one of those that's ridiculously overpowered characters. Gonna be interesting to see how that comes about. God of High School is coming. God of High School, people love it, so they're gonna like it. I'm pretty sure. Tiandre, I hope I hope I'm saying it right. It's like HX Heroes. So I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that. Just Japanese doing weird things. Let's see. And then, in terms of anime news, I don't think there was any really worthwhile news today. I was looking at Anime News Network earlier. Oh yeah, like, overpowered characters can be good if you know... Like, okay, let's face it, right? Like, Mob is good because he's weak in other ways, right? He's balanced out in other ways. Because Mob is a nice kid. Mob is a kid that you want to have a happy life, right? You're rooting for him. And then for Saitama's value comes in the fact that he can't fly. So the story is more about like everyone else sucking so hard and hyping Saitama's entry up. Like really, every hero in that world exists just to be Saitama's like build up, right? Uh-oh. I think I screwed up again. Oh well. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. They're okay. We're okay. We're okay. I should have used Dynamic Punch. If I had been using Dynamic Punch, this would have worked. Dynamic Punch would have saved us in that last battle. Evo cancels online tournament after allegations against co-founder. Oh, yeah, right. This is what Scotty was talking about. Yeah, Evo's dead. Whatever. I don't care for Evo personally. Just to give more context to that. Okay, Prower. Sure, Prower. You're very poetic about that. Like Saitama's just a cool, like Saitama's a normal person. He's just bored, Prower. Like I don't know, man. Like he wants to not be bored. I don't think he's looking for a true purpose. I think he's been pretty straightforward with like heroing is just a nice hobby for him. Like that has never changed. Even in the original one manga, that hasn't changed. And realizing bonds he creates are the important things. No, Saitama's just a normal person. He doesn't over like well, I don't know. I don't feel like he puts that much thought into his bonds. He's just a nice guy. You know, he curses King the same way he would. Like, Saitama goes, hangs out with Kings, curses him for being good at video games. You know, just, he's a normal person. He uses his heroism to take out his inner anger. I don't know. I don't know if it's about finding his true purpose. Like, more times I've seen heroes be deconstructed and I've seen Saitama have, like, any kind of significant thing aside from him looking for someone to fight who's not boring. Again, I might be wrong though. I might legitimately be wrong. That's just the interpretation that I've gotten from it. I find more value from everyone else's reactions. That's why Moomin Rider gets so many lines. That's why so many heroes get built up only to be broken down. I bet people made a big deal out of Redo Healer. Oh, they're definitely gonna. Definitely gonna. So this guy's here. There you are. I figured you'd choose the Tower of Water, so I decided to wait for you here. Yeah, right. You were just teleport to the other one. Bye-bye. Your final opponent is little old me. It's been a while since the last time I battled like this, but I think you can handle it. Let's do it, Mustard. A stream too clear is avoided by fish Pokemon, and we all need some darkness in ourselves. Let me be the one to teach you the final lessons on the essence of water. Jeez. Why does it speak more like the essence of darkness? Alright. It's pretty badass. I wish I had like my eyebrows just like blowing in the wind like that. You have a Cub Fu. Did you evolve it? Yo, what a cool guy. I'm gonna beat you up, old man. I'm gonna take a crowbar to your knees. I believe in no mercy. You wanna talk about darkness? Say that after we get the crowbar out. What move are you gonna use? Oh, you use my move. Oh, it's a mirror match. Ah, but I am faster. When all things held equal, speed prevails. Nice. Nice. Well, we took him out. You know, it would be cool if Pokemon battles had another layer of tactics. You know, I'd be okay with like, you know, more Pokemon strategy battles type of thing, like, you know, where you have like maybe a, you know what, a Mega Man battle system in Pokemon. I'd be okay with it. I think that'd be totally cool, because like with a Mega Man battle system, like with the Mega Man Battle Network battle system, you could like have Pokemon learn moves, and you can have you can use multiple moves in a battle, and you have like a tactical layer to it. And Mega Man proved that people are willing to do random encounters like that. This is a Mega Man battle system, so fun. Oh, this is cute! This is the cutest thing in the world! Oh, I don't want it to evolve. Can I cancel it? You guys think I can cancel the evolution? I knew you were worthy of my trust, Trip. You have done well, very well indeed, in raising Cubfu to this level of strength. Leon was once my best student a long time ago. He too attempted his trial, but he never made it to either trial. He got lost along the way. And now we know. Now it's finally time for Cubfu to evolve. Go and show Cubfu the Scroll of Waters. Cubfu is ready now. Oh my god. This scroll's gonna inspire change in this poor thing. Okay, guys. Here we go. Man, he looks so cool! I would love to see him fight in a shonen battle manga. Alright. Yes. Do it, Cubfu. Look at it, Cub Fu. Become not cute. Become the armor that protects our team, Cub Fu. We will rage across the land. You will be used to defeat many an old person. If you can't break buildings, Cub Fu, then what good are you? Urshifu! Nice. Alright, cool. Yeah, you know, that's cute, but a lot more intimidating. A lot more intimidating. And now I have a strong believer in defeating foes by raining many blows on them. Its strikes are non-stop, flowing like a river. Alright. Great. Surging strikes. Yes. Let's do it. What's to do? Strikes the target with a flowing motion 3 times in a row. This attack always results in a critical hit. Well, I'm all for that kind of shenanigan. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, what Pokemon can't break buildings? Well, apparently all of them, if they're using Earthquake inside of buildings and not causing structural integrity faults. Interestingly enough, your Pokemon... what was it? The Gen 5 starters cause more of a mess than every other Pokemon in the series because of the first scene in Gen 5 where you battle in your room. Should it be unyielding armor that will shatter any blade turned against it. And it has mastered the style of water. Oh, Prower said, some people would rather call it daddy than monster. Okay, Prower, that is cool. No judgment, Prower. I get it, man. I get it. I get it. I can... He is a bear. He is a bear, Prower. I do get it. That is a bear right in front of you. Okay, I get it. And you said you were pasty and white, right? Pasty white? Okay, I get it. I get it. But jokes aside, Prower, I can imagine that. I mean, he's a big boy. I give it to anyone who faced me when I was taking the battle seriously. Oh, nice. We got the league card. Man, I love the sword and shield on him. Now then, let's head back to the dojo. Look at that badass. Look at that guy. What the heck, man? Once Trip does what he is meant to do, it will be time for the next step. What am I meant to do? Am I meant to be a hero? Oh, hello, Josh. What am I meant to do? Is my calling in life to find Diglets? Look, sir, I found a Diglett. I found a Diglett right here. 10 more Diglets in the field of honor. Great. Great. Great stuff. He's a chunky boy, pretty much. I wish there was a way to make money really quick. The Master and Miss Honey often go for walking dates around the area. Oh, that's so cute! Alright, lady, what's up? Just the person I want to see. Tell me, do you collect watts? I sure do. Of course you do. Such a pro at all this, Trip. I'll have you know that the watt business is positively booming right now around here. They say that those who hold the most watts hold the key to success. I've actually been trying to gather up watts to spruce up the dojo a bit, get some more gear. But both my darling hubby and my son are more indoor types, you know? Yes. It's pretty hard for me to collect that many watts on my own. If you ever happen to have some watts to spare, I'd be glad to take them. Oh, but I wouldn't ask you to give them to me for nothing in return. This will be a business transaction. Alright. I mean, yeah. What's the next goalpost? Well, Trip, you've given us 0 watts so far. Okay. Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take over this dojo. By like pretty much bribes. That's how this is gonna happen. I'm giving her 10,000. I mean, when you're rolling in over 200,000, you can only really those are life goals, right? You want to be rolling in over $200,000. That'd be great. Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's pretty late for me. So we should probably get to the videos. Don't want to screw over Prower here. Let's load up some videos. Okay, what do we got? Prower said he put something up last week. What did you put up, Prower? Is it Sonic and Tails episode 1, Prower? Is that what you put up? And then I'll check out Skelly's video. That's after it. Yeah, okay. So that's the Power video. Great, honey. Power, is there any kind of copyright thing I have to watch out for this one? Oh, it doesn't look like I have to watch out for it. I can't bear all the secrets of hairstyling to you at all, so when you'd like to have something done, please call on me in this room here. No cameras allowed. And no speaking what you see inside this room. What? No. No, don't justify that. No, that's Game Freak being lazy. That's totally 100% Game Freak being lazy. What are you gonna do, Game Freak? You gonna hide that behind a room? Great, great. This is great. At least Game Freak didn't hide that behind a room. Thank you for your purchase. To get your new Rotomi up and running, you must first install our proprietary software. To order your copy today, contact our sales department at... What? They're simply trying to gouge us for more watts out of all the greedy, conniving business practices. Awfully sorry about this, Trip, but it looks like we'll need a bit more of your help to get our Rotomi up and running. I mean, honey, like, I'll give you all my money, man. I'll give you all of it. I don't care. Just be nice to me and I'll give all of it over. Here's 50,000, girl. Just take it. Muay Thai boxers damage their shin nerve by kicking a heavy bag 100 times a day. Jeez. Okay, Power is here. We ordered Tommy. Yep. We... This is ridiculous, man. Unironic simping. Pretty much, Skel. Oh, I'm the worst. Okay, great. We got a PC. That's great. 30,000. We can get a vending machine. Oh my god. These people can finally get a vending machine. Oh, is this Macrocosmos living? Oh, this is great. We're just feeding into the machine, boys. Just feeding into the machine on this remote island. Okay, and she's swallowing some stuff. That's great. That's great. We're able to offer the drinks at far less than the usual asking price. So I'd get all of your drinks from here from now on if I were you. Yes. Okay, that's great. This is great. Oh yeah. I can get the vitamins for even. I can get my drugs for cheaper here. Oh, this is actually working out really well for me. Guys, this is great. She's gonna give me drugs. Okay. All right, great. We're on lemonade now. Okay, this is just it's a lot. It's a lot. We're almost there. Not free drugs, Zeno. Not free drugs. Cheaper drugs. Discount drugs, right? That's what we're going for. A dealer that discounts is a dealer that gets business. And possibly also, like, maybe loses business because of the discounts. Yeah, Bobby, you get it. Yo, I'll give you all my watts. Oh. That'd be great. Okay, fresh ingredients. Great. I should have just given her all my watts. That would have been the funniest. Okay, is this the Dream Dairy? This is honey from Master Dojo. Is it possible to just for a regular delivery of your delicious products? Oh, okay. Now we got a new fridge. What should I do next with all these walks? I wonder if people would like to get nutritious drinks from a vending machine too. Yes. Get the nutritious drinks. Wait, really? How much will you need? Another 40,000. Well, no, no. I don't have 40,000 to give. I bet Mineta helped Mount Lady. Oh yeah. Yeah, Zeno, pretty much it's just a simp option. Next step can wait until Trip does what he needs to do. Oh, hello, Trip. Nothing else. I'm just talking to myself. Alright. Got it. Well, it's kind of depressing to see me just giving all my money to a woman that I don't know. So we're not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to do that while we watch Power's video because, again, you know, that's just pretty depressing to watch someone give away all their money to someone that hasn't really earned it. Oh, Animamus. Hey, Animamus. Yeah, no, everyone just kind of watched me give away all my money. Next step is likely a reference to the second half of the DLC. Oh, but we do restricted training, right, Prower? Like, there's the restricted training option. Like, I think I have to do the Diglets first. But I'm not too sure, honestly. I think Diglets and probably the Dojo upgrade. I am very excited for the next piece of DLC, guys. I feel that next piece of DLC is what really justifies the cost for the DLC. Okay, so here we have a video by Prower. Let's see what it is. I'm just going to put it to 1.25 so that we don't have to be here for like 7 minutes. Prower, this is safe, right? Oh, the Cinderace is good. Trip didn't even ask the boys how much money he should give. Just throw 50k at her with no hesitation. Okay, cool. It's a fan thing. Thank you, Power. Yeah, Animamus, we're just going into it now. And then we're going to call it there.
Take this! Come on out, Fox. I want that hedgehog. Your defenses can only protect you for so long, Tails. Tell me where Sonic is now. You can't hide in that workshop of yours forever.
Oh, that's cool.
Up here! Phase 1 complete.
What do you want with Sonic?
Isn't it obvious? To destroy him. Hence the missiles. Fire!
Okay, so just to check, it's an audio series around the characters from Sonic. It sounds good. Like, the Eggman sounds pretty similar. That's pretty cool.
Babies, shields!
Good job, Eggman. Now I can do this.
If you think that you can make a fool out of me, you'll just make a fool out of yourself. Ready for round 2?
Hey, Eggman. Did you miss me?
Aha! Finally. Phase 2 complete.
Go home, Eggman. You don't want to do this.
Oh, but I do, you annoying little hedgehog. Commence Gamma Formation X.
That's a lot of guns. Don't suppose they're fast enough to catch me.
Only one way to find out.
You complete me.
Fire!
Nearly caught me that time.
Hey, Sonic!
What's up, Tails?
Up on the wing!
Okay.
The use of sound effects is so good. Because you can kind of tell like what's going on. It's so good.
Looks like he's reloading.
Exactly. That's why I called you up here. I brought something.
Like you bring? Whoa! The 7th Chaos Emerald.
Yep. I found it during one of my test flights.
Some things never change. Nice find, dude.
Thanks.
Now we got all 7. Let's get them.
Roger.
Eggman, what do you get when you cross a hedgehog and 7 emeralds?
Phase 3!
Phase 3.
Oh, cool.
What the heck?
It's a tractor beam. He's trying to take the emeralds.
Oh, no, you don't.
Fascinating. I forget how your wretched golden heart can attract the emeralds. Well, let's see what's stronger, Sonic. My genius or your willpower?
Wait. No, there.
Until next time, Sonic.
Oh no, what happened to Sonic?
Sonic,
Yeah,
what should we do?
working on it. Let's find Knuckles.
Okay. Next stop, Angel Island. I'll drop you off there while I go get the tornado too.
You did what?
Now chill out, Knuckles. It wasn't my fault.
Yeah, think about a tractor beam. It's a laser-based instrument that can seize control of solid material and force it to levitate towards the...
Not now, Tails.
Okay.
The emeralds broke apart because they were under too much pressure. You need to find the shards and piece them back together again.
I figured. But they're all over the planet as far as we know. We'll be running around in circles if we don't have you as a detector. Come on, let's go.
You know I can't do that.
The Chaos Emeralds are in pieces and you're just gonna sit there?
What are you trying to say?
I'm telling you to get up and help us, Knucklehead.
Oh yeah? You and what army?
Please, you think I need an army?
Then come on. Bring all 3 feet of you.
Wait. Please. Come on, guys. We have an emergency to deal with here. Sonic, it's fine.
Guys, and the person playing Knuckles here is Shadow's original VA. Ah. Guys, could you imagine what type of terrible life we would be living if like every time you broke something, all the pieces were spread across the planet. Like, you know, you're just having a regular day. You drop your phone and it shatters, and all the pieces go to different parts of the planet. Or like something annoying like your Lego set. You drop your Lego, and all of a sudden, all the pieces flew around the planet. Oh, that would suck.
Use my tool radar from a while back to find the emerald shards. And Knuckles, just tell us how we can put them back together, okay?
Fine. The truth is that I don't have the answer. I have a bond with the Master Emerald, so when I put the pieces back together, it just took its form on its own and even told me where to find the final pieces. The Chaos Emeralds could be a different story, but you won't know until you find the shards. The emeralds have the power to attract each other, so if you find one, the rest should be really close by. You shouldn't have a hard time finding them.
Okay, come on, Sonic, we gotta go. We'll go back to my workshop, grab the tool radar, and find the emeralds.
Sonic, you're a pain in my neck. But if anyone can fix this mess, you two can. Good luck.
Is Knuckles Piccolo?
We'll do our best. Alrighty. Ready to go, Tails?
Yep, the radar's all set. We're prepared for takeoff.
Cool. Let's go.
Do you think Eggman's found some of the emerald by now?
Doesn't matter. There's nothing that old egghead can do that can stop us. We'll get them all back, no problem.
Right. Hang on, Sonic. We're taking off.
Woo, yeah! Adventure, here we come!
That was cool. You know, that reminds me, like, back in the day, people had, like, radio dramas. They still have radio dramas, but it's just, like, that was cool. That was cool. Sound effects really do go a long way in making something, like, making something feel alive. They go a long way. Let me just grab Skelly's video here, boys and girls. I hope Vance is alright, because Vance didn't show up today. Oh, he's probably fine. Alright, so we got Skelly's here. The Hayakawas. Okay, what is this? Alright.
Hey, ladies, you got to give a man. But what you gonna do?
Oh, this is the best.
Oh, when she's gone. Well, now sometimes you got to fall, and someone's right behind you. So my soul, you know it's true. It's like some old time story.
Is that Frosty? Hey, Frosty. Oh, Jesus. What the heck, man? Let's put that to 0.25. It's still too fast as we speak. Okay, the storm that wipes out the pathetic little thing you call your life. You're dead, kid. I can't be anywhere, anytime. I can... And that's just with my bare hands. Oh, this is one of those copy pastas. Yeah, this is a copy pasta. I saw a really good one the other day. I will shit. I will shit fury all over you and drown, and you will drown in it. You're dead, kid. Oh, this is the best. Okay, just more of the copy pasta. Oh, it's on repeat too. Great. And here I thought it was gonna be like a nice script, but no, I just went into like stupidity. Okay, that was just Skelly being Skelly, I guess. I like the intro though. So then he has a Sakura Con commercial Skelly has for us next. So Skelly had a Sakura Con. Alright, so let's see Sakura Con.
I love sushi.
Oh, oops. I think I have it in a weird speed. There we go. They wouldn't copyright strike me, would they? They wouldn't. They might.
I love Japan.
No, they're...
Period.
They can't be that.
J-Rock! Yeah.
Garuga match.
Alright. That guy's pretty Oh no. Oh, those are the worst. Those are the worst. Oh, I'm sure they're wonderful people. Yeah. All right.
Don't just talk about it.
Okay.
Check out Sakura-Con, April 10th through 12. Check sakuracon.org for all the details.
That was cute, man. That was cute. That was cute. Just send him a Weeaboo cringe compilation. Oh no, none of that, man. Actually, I'll very quickly look at it. Weeaboo cringe. TikTok. We should look at TikTok. If it's on YouTube, it'll probably be safe, right, guys? Oh, Frosty. We're just like looking at cringe stuff right now. Because of the time, though, we are because of the timing. I'm gonna put it at double time the speed so that we get double time the cringe, and maybe that'll save us too. Okay, guys, are you ready? We're gonna cringe together. You ready, boys? I hope you are. It's gonna be the worst.
Ayo, cosplayer check.
A body has been discovered.
This is the worst. This is the worst. Oh man, do you ever guys watch just cringe compilations? Like sometimes just when you're having a bad day. I like her hair. It's very vibrant. She's very pale. It really accentuates the air. You think she's sick? I hope she's not sick. I hope it's just like some kind of weird makeup. You know, this isn't that bad. Like they're pale, but this isn't that bad. I think I've seen worse. I think the guys have it worse.
You sure you want to do this, little girl? I mean, what if it's dangerous?
Oh Jesus! This is a song? All right, you guys gotta be honest with me. Like, did any of you do this in high school? Prower. Do TikTok kids realize that they're like super basic? They should, right? Because they're copying each other all the time.
Some kind of weeboo? Some kind of loser? I bet you play video games, huh? Sweet. We're gonna get along super well.
This is the best. Yo, thanks, Zeno. Yeah, I don't know, Prower. I just had to ask. Oh, this looks cool. Oh, never mind. And here, for a sec, I forgot that Fairy Tail had the epic fiddles. That's not cool. This isn't cool. This is not very cool. Man. Oh!
Weeaboo and nerd girl.
Well, I respect the mugs. Yeah, guys, I don't get it. I don't get the new generation. I don't get it at all. Like, the new generation is too much for me, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Everyone's doing the same thing over and over. How they get bullied for years. You guys think Yo, actually, how's bullying in schools nowadays, man? That fairy tale stuff reminds me that me and my friends wore Naruto headbands in junior high. Oh, nice. That's cool anime. That's cool. I think you would have been cool. I remember some of my friends, they do the Naruto run and the Naruto hop. You know how like Kakashi always had like his hands in his pockets? Yeah, they do like whenever they were going up the steps, just do like a quick little hop there. Man, middle school syndrome is a real thing, but yeah, shit. Just thinking about it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. At least in my day, there wasn't all this dancing, right? But yeah, like I people tell me that the school situation is getting better. In schools, like people don't get bullied as often. I don't know if that's true. I feel like that's just a very anecdotal kind of thing. Like maybe here in some schools, but I don't know. Zeno is saying, God, it's really bad. Like my school, we have uniforms, so it sort of stops it, but we still see a bad side of it. Oh yeah, my school had uniforms too. That probably stopped a lot. Anime is normalized nowadays in school. Okay, Bobby. Yeah, I don't know if it's normalized on like the island I lived on. Probably like definitely in I can tell you in college and university, people like really step out of their shell kind of thing, and they're a lot more willing to put it up. Although I guess there are some guys like whenever they come through, some high schoolers whenever they came through, they wore their anime shirts with pride. I really hope, like I have yet to encounter any of those guys that are wearing the really perverted sweater out in public. You know the one that has all the girls like with their mouths open and all that. The manga girls. Like I have yet to see anyone wearing that in public where I'm at. I hope I never see it though, because that's just that's another level of degenerate. Like you gotta be either really unaware or really proud, or really. Oh yeah, thank you, Quizzer. Thank you. I couldn't remember the word. You gotta be really You gotta be really confident to pull off that sweater, but it's just like it's not a good taste for anyone that's watching that, unless you're being ironic. Some people can pull it off if they're being ironic, but it's like when you're riding on public transit and you're sitting next to a bunch of people who have no idea of the context and they see that shirt, it's like you know you're not making a great case for yourself. Okay, Power saying that stuff is crap. Oh, you saw one in your school? Dang. Yeah, right? Like, I wouldn't want to bring that kind of attention to myself either. I just want to go about my day without anyone bothering me. But, you know, I gotta be careful here because, like, I don't want to shame people for, like, their choices. But at the same time, like, you gotta have some social awareness, right? But if someone... Well, I don't even know. It's just... Logically, I feel like you would want to, like, minimize how much of a easy target you make for yourself. But who knows? Maybe we'll move towards a more or a less judgmental society, and maybe this will all be okay in like 500 years. Maybe in like 20 years, this will all be cool. I don't know. Anyway, guys, any last things you guys want to talk about? It's almost like 11:30 here for me, so I'm gonna call it in like 8 minutes. We'll just do like casual chat here. If you guys have anything you want to say, otherwise. It's been a good one for tonight. Let me see what you guys are saying. And like I said, I stopped getting bullied grade 9 since there was no one older to bully me. Then when I went to high school, everyone was pretty chill. People got more nerdy by then, I guess. Oh. Trip is in mountain time? Yep, Quiz, I'm in mountain time. That's interesting to note. Like, high school for me just got a lot more dangerous, kind of. Like, everyone just got a lot more intense in high school. Power said no Aheago sweatshirt wearer should be ridiculed for it. Yeah. I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, I don't want to make them feel bad. But this is, like, one of those situations where, at the very least, I hope someone, like, talked to them and told them, like, hey, just so you know, like, you have to be aware of the society you're stepping into, you know, like, keep in mind that people are not going to look at you very positively if you're wearing this, unless you're, like, super Chad, and, like, you can really pull it off. Like, guy, you have to have abs of steel under there, I'm kind of talking here, to pull that thing off, that kind of thing. It's just, you know, I don't want people to be bullied for it, because it's just at worst it's just a kid being a kid, right? It's just a kid, you know, being edgy or just trying to express themselves, and that shouldn't be penalized. It just should be they should just be aware. Probably like extrovert check can pull it off. How can you pull off on a hag in normal society? I don't know, man. It's just like you could probably pull it off if you're like a content creator and like people already know you to be a troll and you just go out in like ultimate troll rare. You could probably pull it off, but like otherwise, it's like one of those things. Just you gotta like gently nudge, not berate someone. Just gently nudge, and just tell them. Just to be aware, like a good chunk of the time, people just they don't think about it in that particular light. They, you know, they don't think about the effects they have on society. Because like really, like if you want to have an efficient life, right? You manage people's expectations around you. And I gotta be careful whenever I'm like advocating for this kind of stuff, because people will tell me like, no, you should be true to yourself. But being true to yourself is not what gets you the money. Like not unless you have a strong force of personality. Being true to yourself requires a high level of skill to be able to pull it off. For the vast majority of people, you gotta play the game smart, right? You gotta like understand what society you're stepping into and like maneuver yourself around it. Like I think like life is a series of compromises, right? You compromise with what you want to express and what is the most beneficial for you to express. But again, I gotta be careful saying that, because then someone's gonna say like, "Oh, you're being fake," and it's like, no, I'm being efficient. That's different. Otherwise, the people that pull it off like 100%, those are the people that have the skill to pull it off, kind of thing. Is how I see it. Frosty said, "My brother came in my room when I was on my game with my pillow." My body pillow. He was looking at me with stares. Oh, what body pillow you got, man? What's the character? Everyone else is defending you, doing things for the culture trip. He doesn't know that I'm a weeb. Yeah, man. What kind of? What's the body pillow character? Prower, do you have a body pillow? Please tell me you do, Prower. And it's okay if you don't, Prower. Like I'm not expecting you to have a body pillow. I don't have that much anime merchandise. In terms of merchandise, like, the things I collect is like the light novels kind of stuff. But Kara has a bunch of figures. She has like a ton of figures. Let's just give her some of the stuff. Let's just give her 50,000. Let's just take my money. Oh, Zeno's getting a 02 one. Nice. Bobby wants a Megumin one. Matt, yeah, that's tasteful. That's tasteful. That's super tasteful. I got 17 different anime ones and 7 figures. Oh, you have a shirt from Walmart? What's the Prower, what's the subject of the shirt? I wonder if body pillows have sleeping benefits. I can't imagine they do. I feel like my back would be like destroyed if I stepped on a body pillow, and I feel like my neck would be messed up too. I already got enough problems, man. Like it's gonna kill me even more. Yo, guys, believe me. If I need to simp, I will simp. I can do it. I can simp with the best of them, boys. I can simp with the best of them. You can now buy your fill of protein and iron right here at the dojo. This is amazing. And since we brought so many, we got bulk pricing. Good for the body and the pocketbook. This is all I wanted. I spend so much money on drugs. This is only a good thing for me. Izuku posing with My Hero Academia logo in front of him. Oh, nice. Man, I've seen some low-grade Izuku figures in EB Games or GameStop. GameStop for the Americans. And man, like some of the Izuku figures, they're like 14 bucks, and man, the quality shows, boys. Like Izuku doesn't even look like himself when it comes to the face. Like the body is usually like sculpted all right, but the face expression is just bad. Like, oh my gosh, man. I'll take a picture of it another time so I can show you guys on Discord. But it's pretty rough. Wait. How much do I need to give her? Like, this is... What's the next goalpost? Another 90,000. Alright. Alright, I don't think I have it. Honey, you have taken up all Mike Watts. Oh, yeah, Zeno, man. We got Discord. That's where the majority of people come. Man, Quizzer coming in there just like a boss. Thank you, Quizzer. Yeah, Zeno, man. That's where like everyone just puts up the videos that we watch and all that kind of stuff. And then there's like nice people there like Prower, Skelly, and Quizzer. Vance hangs out there sometimes too, from what I've seen. Quizzer, I hope that you'll be able to put the link into the chat, but if you can't put the link into the chat... Oh, good. Thank God. I knew that putting Quizzer as a mod here would let him do it. Okay, thank goodness. Oh, hey, Vance. Vance, we're about to, like, wrap it up, man. We were about to wrap it up. We'll watch your videos next week, Vance, because, like, we're 1 minute away from the wrap-up here. But I'm glad you're here, Vance. I'm glad that you're not sick or anything like that. Thanks for being here. Oh, guys, I got a free-to-play game on the Switch. I'll just very quickly, like, show you, like, one quick round of it, because it'll only be 5 minutes, if you guys are cool with that. It's, like, that ninja game. I just wanted to show you guys, because I thought it'd be funny, just to see how it goes. But yeah, I'll do the ninja game real quick, and then we'll call it a day. Just finished Critical Role. Oh, they're back! How's it going, Vance? Was it a fun watch for you? It's that Ninjala game. Oh, thanks, Anna. Okay, Animamus. I hear it's just like Splatoon. Actually, Zeno, I enjoy Splatoon more, I think. Splatoon has a bigger map, and I really enjoyed it more. It might also be an issue of, like, I haven't learned the controls yet. I only got it yesterday, and I just played 1 or 2 rounds. So I haven't 100% got it. But I might be playing at a disadvantage because I'm using a GameCube controller. Not sure you guys can see. And the GameCube controller is missing one of the buttons. So I might be at a little bit of a disadvantage here, but who cares? I thought, like, it's definitely got the aesthetic of it. But, I still like the Splatoon gameplay. I do want to get Splatoon for the Switch, but the Splatoon era is pretty much done, right? Crap. It doesn't let me use the GameCube controller. Okay. Gonna use the regular controllers. Getting up the Joy-Cons. Getting the Joy-Cons. Great stuff. Great. Great. I hate using the Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cons are just too small, man. Maybe I should just get a plastic that makes the controller bigger. Okay. Huh. Well, maybe it's not the Joy-Cons. Oh, my internet settings. 1 second, boys. I do hope Splatoon 3 comes out, because I want to get back into the Splatoon... Well, I don't know. Is the Splatoon scene still, like, buzzing? If it's still buzzing, I'll just jump in, whatever. But it's just, like, I feel pretty bad because I missed all of the Splatoon 2 season. Or Splatoon 2 Splatfest. They mentioned W Mira. Okay. And someone had said earlier that... oh, wait. Bar said, I've seen jacket designs that look like just like the gym clothes from My Hero Academia at GameStop, and I was surprised by their quality. I've seen those too a lot of conventions, Prower. I like one of the local conventions. I'm very surprised by it too. But, just to show you guys what it goes like. So this is my character. She's alright. You know, she's cool. She's cool. I don't usually play girl characters, but for Splatoon, my first Squid Kid was like the default Squid Kid that you have in Smash. So I just kind of like went for it. Her weapon is a bunch of yo-yos that I don't know how to use yet. So that's something. It's cute, I guess. I like the wall. Like, honestly, I spend a lot of my games just wall walking a lot. You can climb walls in this one. I just kind of... Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. I also have gyroscopes on, and they are not great. So you can hide. I'm not sure if anyone knows the game. Yeah, but Bobby, you know that's not something I ever like got into. Like I don't understand the appeal. Splatoon's probably the first game I did that in. God damn it! Like the gyroscopes are gonna kill me here, man. Oh, thank God. I need to fix this. Like the sensitivity is way too horrific. Like give me better. Like I want Splatoon level sensitivity. Okay, this is better. This is better. This is so much better. So the one thing is that the game isn't super popular, so the lobbies take a while. Just better to look at depending on the game. Yeah, you know, I recently saw that perspective, Bobby. It was never something I considered like that. Like people like had said, why would you want to be staring at a guy the whole time? And it's like, well, I don't really care. It's just that's just the guy is who I am in the game. Like I don't care. But I guess some people care, right? For some characters, it just looks better. I do know that for some games, the girls just get better clothing options. So why not, right? But you know, like when it comes to the only game that's ever made me like really conscious about my clothing choices is Monster Hunter, ironically. So they're starting a fight over there. So I don't know the meta yet. Like I just want to like not get killed and stuff. So I come over here and I just start beating stuff up, and I just keep an eye out for the other guys while I'm beating stuff up. Oh God. Okay, so they're doing their little fight over there. I'm gonna wait till one of them is done to see if I can get him. Cause like right now there's a big talk about what's so that one's trying to get me. Damn it. Oh, he got me. I still don't know the mechanics, but I think I have to like pick up the little yellow balls first, because he came in with a lot of energy, I think. So I just need to figure, like, I don't know what this is either. So you guys might have seen a little bit earlier. That's a clash that's going on over there. And the clashes are just, they seem to be luck-based. There's a way of, like, judging it. God damn it. Not figuring this guy out yet. Where is he? Oh, nice. I think I almost got this guy. Nice. Well, that's pretty cool. Took one out. That's great. That's my first big win there. So you can do like a little bit of a dash here and come over here. Is this game good? I don't know yet, Maelstrom. Like I'm still like trying to figure out the meta. Like for instance, I don't know if I just don't know how the best way to play it is. I think I'm gonna go for this guy. I think I can kill him. So that's a... I believe that's a parry or whatever it is. I got him. Nice! I got one! Nice! I'm second! I don't know how that happened, but I'm second, boys! Boys, I'm second! How did that happen? I better get out of here, though. Gotta get out of here, man. Oh. I'm not really sure what happened there. So that guy. Nice! I think nice! I'm first! This is my first time being first! Nice! Better run. Nice! I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, Jesus. Oh, now I'm having fun. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. They got me. They got me. I guess they get a bonus. Alright, thirds still pretty good. That's still pretty good. Shit, alright. That's still pretty good. I don't even know. How did I do so good? Thanks, guys. Oh, man. Props time when it comes to Pokemon. You know what? I'll do one more. I'll do one more because that was pretty good. You know, I feel better when I win. It was only 5 minutes. Yeah, that was pretty great. The power of live streams. Oh. It's just maybe it's just not worth it to use the gyroscope. Like in Splatoon, the gyroscope was pretty good. But here it's just not, like, it just doesn't feel good. Maybe, like, let's see what it feels like without the gyro. Because I just, maybe the gyro, you know what? Probably the gyro is, yeah, this feels better because yeah. This is 5 minutes dynamic time, so yeah, pretty much, Sarge. Yo, so Sarge, as we go forward to Hero Academia, since we're just, like, chilling now, like, what are you thinking, man? And, what do you think's gonna happen? Like, what do you think for, like, the next 5 chapters? How do you see this unfolding? Do you think we're going to take a break from the current battles to go to see the other scene, given what we saw at the end of the chapter last time? So I need to use this thing more. So as you can see, my gum shows up in this weird form. It looks pretty cool, in all honesty. And it does damage, because this guy's getting damaged here. And then I think destroying those drones is what gives you more points. Oh, Zeno, you don't like gyro? Yeah, on Splatoon, my gyroscope, or my gyro for Wii U Splatoon, it was just calibrated so, like, I can slightly maneuver. Like, you know, if I'm aiming at someone, I can do, like, a very quick shift to get the aim right. So it just helped. But with this one, they don't give you the option of both gyro and camera control on the right stick, which I think is what makes it a little bit worse for me. Frosty, I wanted to play the tower defense one, like, what's it called? Some Arc Knights? I wanted to play that one, but I play Fire Emblem casually. I play, well, mostly Fire Emblem because my phone just can't hold anything else. But I do want to get into Grand Blue. I do want to play, Arc Knights. Oh yeah, Sarge. I can see that. It's going to be interesting if Kamui Woods has any kind of involvement in that. It'll be interesting to see if he says anything. Because with the Kamui Woods and the Mount Lady situation, I really feel like one of them would be, like, seriously hurt if not killed. Just because they do seem to be a pair, you know? So I feel like that would be good, because they'll come out of that feeling pretty shitty if one of them goes down. But one thing that I was really happy about was that Skeptic went with them. When you look at the situation with the mountain there, Sarge, Skeptic's on it, which is good. Oh, opponent not found. That's the problem. The game's just not that popular. I'll just do one more check. I want to see if we can get, like, another streak. Oh, we got an item, like whatever that is. Yeah, whatever. I don't know how this game works. Like, whatever. Apparently they have something that's not a battle royale. So Zeno said, big fan boy for Dragon Ball, so I have Dokkan and Legends. Yeah, I want to get Smash Tap. I want to play Smash Tap. I'm not sure how to get it, but I want to see Smash Tap, and I want to play Smash Tap, see if they have anything. Oh, I wanted to get back into Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. I used to play Unchained, and then I had to delete it from my phone to do a quick thing on my phone because I was running out of space, and then I couldn't get it back because I forgot to like link my accounts to Facebook or whatever, so I couldn't get back my account. So I lost my account. Sorry said, Smash Tap is gone. Oh, Smash Tap is done? Really? Shit, that's why there's no more new Smash Tap images. Dang it. Oh, damn. I didn't know. I only ever like, because I look for Smash Tap images for the thumbnails and all that. I didn't know. And Unchained Key is entering its finale. Damn. Have to check that out. And yeah, Sarge, I want more of Thingamabobs to be... I do want more of those... the advisors, right? I want more of the advisors to be worth something. But it really doesn't look like we're going to be getting that, which is unfortunate. Like, I just don't understand Horikoshi's mentality on this. Like, he makes these cool designs, and then he shows one of the designs going in from Gang Orca, and then next panel, you only see that the follow-up of that fight if you squint really hard on the page. Like, what is Horikoshi thinking when it comes to making those designs and how he's bringing them up? Oh, it rebranded to Smash Rising, and it's shutting down like a week or so. Oh, interesting. You know what's really interesting, guys? Is that the Bleach mobile game... Well, is it Brave Souls or something? The Bleach mobile game stayed popular even though Bleach died. Think about how weird that is. That Hero Academia's game is like dying, and Bleach... The mobile game might be what provoked the anime coming back, for all we know. Because the mobile game was getting the... It was getting the novel content. Ain't that weird? And mind you, I'm kind of talking out of like, I don't really know what I'm talking about here, boys. I'm only talking based on the... I just found out the Smash failed. Or Smash Tap failed. Oh, the Summit mobile game they have right now is adding Whisper and... Oh, they were lazy with Smash Tap? Okay. Oh, the Sonic mobile game they have right now is adding Whisper and Tangle for a limited time event. I heard about that, Prower. I heard about that. Because those are diehard Bleach fans. My Hero fans mostly just watch. Well, like, My Hero should eventually have some diehard fans if they don't have diehard fans now. You know, I don't really care for 3D in my mobile games. I don't know about you guys, but I think like live 2D is perfectly fine for mobile games. I'd be totally in, because I know Smash Tap is like kind of 3D. Okay. Oh, it got canceled with Maruta Shi. Oh, that sucks. Ninjala! Woo 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 woo. Oh, how am I ready first? Someone's around me? Oh, there he is. Where are you? Uh-oh. Coming around me. Nice. This guy's... Dang it. Oh, okay, so that's the strat. Jesus! So I think he, like, attacked me with... I should have kept an eye on him, I guess. Damn it. So, I think I ran out of my counters. So I need to get more counters, is the big thing. God damn it. That's okay. We're still okay, guys. So this thing gives me 100 points. So that's why I'm going after it. Damn it. Oh, damn. So I ran out of my HP pretty quick here. And I'm letting he got probably points from that. Oh, nice. Spawned right next to the next thing. Oh, oops. No. What was this game about? I don't know. There's a story kind of thing. There's a story add-on that you can buy for like 10 bucks or something. But if you asked me what the story was, I wouldn't be able to tell you. So I want to kind of get into that. Damn it. This guy. This is the guy that killed me earlier, so I'm pretty happy about this. Damn it. Oh, I'm out of points. I'm out of points. Damn. I feel pretty good. I have 2,000. Like that feels pretty good. But like I think we're gonna have to like rush here, boys. Oh no! Whoa, that's so weird. Okay, so you guys see that? That's so interesting. That's so dangerous. Oh my gosh. So I guess that's his special because it's like that giant wheel or what, or like that giant spiral. All right, so we got 25 seconds. I'm not sure how this is gonna work out for me, boys. Last time was an accident, clearly. Maybe if no one like watches me, I can just like get away with getting a bunch of these things. I mean, 5th isn't so bad, right? 5th isn't bad. Like not 3rd sucks, but like not the worst. I wonder if I destroyed them. Yeah, it was me. Nice. I beat the most drones. All right, got into 3rd. Ah, damn it, Dante. Shit. Of course it would be him. Look at that guy. Thwarted by Dante yet again. Like that guy just destroyed me. That's pretty alright. I think 4th is pretty alright. That's pretty alright. That wasn't the worst thing in the world. Oh, stop crying. 4th is pretty good. You're not last. Not last. Okay, boys and girls. Okay, so Sarge Avatar disagrees. Oh, what does she know? She's just a child in a ninja world. Anyway, yeah, man. Oh, oops. Wrong. Oof, should have just like left that on. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it there. That was fun. I guess my voice broke. I'm done. I gotta go like finish paperwork. But yeah. If you're not first, you're last. Ricky Bobby. True, Prower. True. If you're not first, you are last. But yeah, guys. Thank you all for being here. Bobby, thanks for being here. Prower, thanks for being here. Zeno, Animamus, Sarge, thanks for being here. And I hope that you'll be able to put up one of your videos, man. Frosty, thanks for being here. John. There's 14 people. Quizzer, Maelstrom. Will was here at some point. Vance was here. Animamus. Yeah. Good night, guys. Ending the stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a great night, everybody.